many. First of many. What? What's for real?
Well, we practiced earlier.
Oh, yeah, that was an accident. We're just supposed to gloss over that and not mention it again.
Oh, okay.
This is the first of a bunch of times that you can be a part of the giving. The giving that we are beginning right now. Who wants the first sampling of the T-Man package? That's what we're offering you, yes. The T-Man stimulus package. Call in right now. Be the 93rd caller and win a $20 Seattle Suntan gift card. It says it right here on the copy, Terry. That's what they're offering, yes. And that is a very valuable item. I don't know if you've been to a Seattle Suntan. I know Hotshot has.
Love it. Love to get my spray tan on there. I can do it just by myself, thank you, though.
You don't like anyone to spray you.
I do not.
A lot of guys like to be sprayed by women, and if you've been to Seattle Suntans, they have a lot of good-looking women that work there, and you're not one. You get a little bit more humble and...
A little self-conscious.
And a little self-conscious. Some guys are just like, yeah, spray under here.
Wow.
How do they do that?
I've talked to a girl who does the spray tanning, and she says some guys are just so not shy that it gets to be a little much. But, hey, they are treating it like a business proposition like anyone else, and guys are certainly handling their business right in front of them going, oh, you missed a spot. Come on, get in there, honey.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't need it.
So if you win this Seattle Suntan gift card, there's a good chance you'll see Hotshot there later in the week, or myself, because I have been there recently, and it's very necessary these days. I mean, it's just too dark and gloomy. There's just too much of a gray helmet going on around here lately, Terry, and we need to get our spirits where they need to be, and part of that is, you know, either lying in a bed or getting your spray on or whatever the case may be, and that's what you're having thrown your way to begin with. Everyone who qualifies gets a $20 Seattle Suntan gift card, and then starting tomorrow morning, $100 winners, and then ultimately the $10,000 winner. Somebody is going to be tossed 10 G's. Is it going to be you? I don't know. Anyway, Pasty's going to find us the 93rd caller, as only he can do.
Oh, yeah.
He got a lot of practice yesterday.
Yes, he did. He loves it.
Oh, I saw a Seattle Suntan in Factoria. I didn't even know it was there, by the way.
Well, probably wasn't there last week. The dude is buying them up. He's buying up other suntan places and turning them over to his joint.
Yeah.
Great.
That's what happened to mine next to my joint.
There was like 5, 6 months ago. There's 15 now.
Wow. Multiplying.
Mm-hmm. Multiplying. Even Terry's got to be impressed. What else is going on? So 421-9393 for the 93rd caller to win the $20 gift card and be in line for $100 and then maybe ultimately $10,000. What else is happening, Terrence?
Well, this little tidbit is specifically tailored to you, T-Man, because I know you have hay fever allergies.
Oh, and don't think I forgot, by the way, that I'm going to get your thing on the whole Chris Brown scenario, but I guess I did forget for a couple seconds, but you're not off the hook. Yes, go ahead.
Do you think she still has her thing, by the way?
Well,
she still hasn't memorized?
We're going to find out.
Okay.
Anyway.
But she started a story. I don't want to stop her flow.
In regards to...
Probably a heavy flow day. Yes.
allergies, because it is the season and you've been burdened with them lately.
Yes, I have. Thank you for noticing. Yes.
Well, according to recent research, all you have to do is pleasure yourself or have sex, and that'll help clear up your sinuses and such.
I am living proof that is not a true story. That is an inaccurate statement, Terry. I beat the paddywhacker as probably more than any married man, and I have my samplings of sex with my wife from time to time.
Yeah.
I have no shortage of outbursts, if you will, of the love good. Whatever. I certainly have my more than my share of moments and then some, multiple times a day, and I am still battling seasonal allergies. And not only does it not make sense to me even before hearing this story, but especially now after hearing this story that it's supposed to help allergies by beating the stick, Terry, it ain't happening.
Okay.
I just can't understand how this is the most harshly cold entrance to spring that I have ever seen in my lifetime.
Yep.
And yet my allergies are probably worse than ever. Worse than ever. I mean, has the thermometer budged over 40 degrees yet?
I don't think so.
Maybe for a couple of seconds here and there. For the most part, it's been like, wasn't there like some snowflakes yesterday?
Yes, there were. Snow and rain mix.
I'm pulling things out of my eyes and wanting to scratch them out, and my nose is stuffed, and I just think you find a lot of weird stories. But
oh, sorry, I got it from New Scientist, so...
Give me one more.
New Scientist.
New Scientist. Oh, why don't you tell me? Yeah, that new scientist, he's so on point.
Magazine or newspaper, whatever.
Terry reads it every week.
Research, you
Terry
know.
loves it.
I told
Cover
you.
to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Terry can't wait. She waits by her mailbox for new scientist to show up in her collection of mail, and she races right to the toilet so she can get some good reading done. She
It's
reads
valuable
that
information that I can share with you guys.
cover to cover. New scientist. Everybody has a subscription. What else is going on?
Well, there's a new STD test that women can take without even going to a clinic. All you have to do is mail in a used tampon.
Oh, my goodness. Are you freaking serious? Hit me with that when I was thinking about having some breakfast this morning, Terry.
Oh, I thought you had your Cheerios.
No, I did have. That was before I came to work.
Okay.
I'm thinking of having breakfast B here, Terry.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah.
You are not going to share a story like that with us.
I just did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you think this is important that women are aware of this for medical purposes?
Well,
this
it kind of is.
Grody times 100. Sending in through U.S. mail, they're used, because obviously it doesn't work if you send them in the wrapper.
Right.
You're just fine, honey.
You're great. Clean as a whistle.
How would you like to have a job at the post office these days when women hearing Terry reading this story have to worry about an influx of tampons coming on in?
Jeez.
I think they're seeing red over at these post offices across America, Terry.
I'm not happy,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just free?
Well, it doesn't tell me if there's a cost or anything, but you can get tested, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a small cost.
Is this also according to New Scientist, Terry?
No, this is according to Science Daily.
Oh, because right after Terry puts down New Scientist,
Oh, yeah.
she picks up Science Daily.
I'm sure.
They say that
Just so interested in absorbing all the science news.
Correct.
Terry, there's got to be a string attached to this. You can't tell me
Oh, man.
that women can send in their used tampons.
I'm telling you, yes.
And have people waiting at the other end to have them look it over and then send them back a card as to whether they're STD positive or negative. You can't tell me this is a true story and they're really encouraging women to send in their used. That is just not happening. You're making this up, or somebody's making it up to you, and you're buying all this crap.
Science Daily is making, just suckering me in with this kind of news. This kind of research.
Don't use the term suckering you in, all right?
Okay.
Don't. Be careful with every word used and how you're using it.
They say that the tampon is a small device that can be easily posted to.
Who the hell
We
is...
know what it is.
Well, but they're
Thanks,
saying why
Terry.
it's so easy, because they can,
it
absorbs well any of the yuckies
Is that
that
right?
STDs carry.
What are you doing, a commercial for Playtex now?
Yeah, what are you going to dump a pitcher of iced tea in the middle of it to show us the absorbency?
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that what they use, iced
All
tea?
the oogies.
Listen, I don't know of any woman who's going to hear this and all of a sudden get out a business envelope and stick in her used tampon so that she can send it off, hopefully, I'm assuming in an anonymous fashion, to have sent back to her as to whether she's got an STD or not. I guess maybe it's embarrassing to show up at your local Planned Parenthood or your gynecologist and ask him if you can be checked out for all the spectrum of STDs. I guess that's kind of embarrassing, so they're offering you an alternative so you can do it from the privacy of your own home. But why forgotten in this equation is the person who just wants to make a living at the post office. They don't have a tough enough job going postal historically at record rates all through the years. Now they got to start wondering what that smell is.
Oh, they need to just suck it up.
Oh,
Just it's part of the gig. All right.
This can't work.
It can work.
Oh, okay, well, if you say so.
No, Science Daily says so.
Yeah, and fine, I understand. Maybe it can work technically and scientifically. And yes, we are and should be looking for alternatives for people to have better knowledge as to whether they have STDs or not. But this can't work because it ain't right. I'm sorry. Getting women to put it in a manila envelope or whatever.
What happened to business envelope?
Yeah.
What happened to
You don't see some of the women I hang out with. A manila envelope.
Oh, man.
And sealing it and sending it off to some joint where they're really going to look it over and let you know and you're going to feel confident that they're accurate as to what you have or if you don't have anything.
I'll tell you, I'm not licking that envelope. Let's get some tape.
Gross.
I'm good, I think. What? What do you want?
Come on now.
Just got to be careful, Don't want a paper cut.
Use a paper dopper or a water dopper thing.
Yeah, one of those.
There's just something wrong about this. Amongst a lot of things.
Doesn't seem hygienic sound to be sending through the mail.
Yeah, and I'm even saying to you, maybe you're right. Maybe the science works out. Maybe it can be done.
Sure.
But even if it works out scientifically, that if you send it in through the mail and they put it under a microscope and find out for you what you have or if you have nothing and send you back information saying such.
Sure.
Yeah, even if that's the case, it still doesn't seem kosher.
I hear you on that,
right.
but if, like I said, it is an alternative.
Ask any rabbi. Used tampons are not kosher.
God, that's good. I was going to have them in my soup today, so it's good to know.
Man!
Yeah, it just doesn't seem right.
Wow.
You should have to go to the clinic and endure the embarrassment if you have chlamydia. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, we had to. I mean, my friends had to.
If you got the herpes,
Oh, jeez.
you shouldn't be able to send anonymously your used tampon through the mail for them to send back to you, yes, you were right, your instincts were completely on point, that guy was a sleazy, grody bastard, and he gave you something. You should have to sit in front of a doctor and feel like the smallest life form on Earth.
Wow, really?
Like we all have had to, when they told me, of course, that I was clean.
Walking out of there with brochure after brochure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Walking out of there with your tail between your legs. Oh, wait, I don't want to get any more on my face. Walking out of there, just being told to your face what you got. Mm-hmm. And it's not just that. It's just the nastiness of it all. And I keep falling back on my fellow postal employee. What if this actually becomes popular? And tampon after tampon gets sent through the mail? You want to live in a society like that? And the mail carriers
You do feel bad for the mail carriers, yes.
opening up one mailbox after the next. Every time you see a red flag up,
oh, jeez.
you get all nervous as to what you could be handling. The only thing separating you and their used situation is a thin piece of manila? Or is that a color?
I think it's a color. I don't know, though.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it a color?
Yeah.
I always thought it was a wafer.
So good.
That is a nice snack for all.
Manila wafer?
Yes.
Yes. From the Philippines?
Fun for people large and small. I'm not on board with this,
Okay, well.
just so you know. And I can handle just about anything.
I know.
And if I can't handle this, then I'm pretty sure that the rest of the world ain't ready for a system that may work scientifically but ain't ready to work socially,
Right,
where you can
right.
send in your used tampons and have them determine for you whether you have an STD or not.
Yeah.
So thanks for giving us an alternative, but we ain't taking it.
All right.
I'm speaking for all women, as I always do. We ain't doing it. And any woman that does has no regard for their fellow human being, because you're putting your need for trying to limit your embarrassment ahead of other people's ability to get through the day without having to puke. All right?
I would hope they would pack it appropriately, though, if they do.
Well-
You just shove it in the envelope, right?
What do you put in that ice packing? Or
Put it in like
Well,
a
you
Ziploc
put it-
bag.
yeah,
you know?
Ziploc bag
Yellow
or
and blue
something.
make red. I mean green.
What?
All right, so you're saying if they package it appropriately and
I'm
they
okay
put it
with
in a Ziploc
Sure.
bag and
I
put some
don't-
styrofoam around
Right.
Yeah, a
it,
little
right.
ice, yeah.
A little ice.
little ice,
I don't know.
maybe
You don't need ice.
maybe the used champagne box, whatever. Everyone, I'm sure, at one Christmas or another has gotten a box of this, that, or the other.
Yeah,
So you can seal
Seal it up.
You're saying seal it well.
Yes.
Seal it in one of those big popcorn tins that have the 3 different kinds, the caramel, the cheese, and the butter.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
seal it in that.
let's say you sell me on that. Let's
Right,
say you
you know
sell
you
me
have
on the postal employees will never know what's in there because it's
Right.
packaged so well,
Right.
and the people will be well aware of making sure that they package it like it's Fort Knox and all that.
Right, right.
Then, all right, if you satisfy me on that, then I have to go back to the science of all this. I can't imagine that with all that packaging and all that traveling that this tampon has to go through,
Well, but if
that it shows up in the lab and you can then stick it under a microscope and have the scientist or whoever's looking it over make you feel assured that their results are accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm no medical expert, even though I play one on the radio. But I have my questions as to what they determine your status to be after looking at your tampon that's traveled 2,000 miles to who knows where. Go to Planned Parenthood! Suck it up!
Yeah, that's how everyone else did it. Come on. You should have to do it, too.
Just
Let me see this story.
Like I
can't
said,
believe what I'm
different
hearing.
alternative.
What if Gay could send his in?
Oh, man. He's getting his own post office box. Let's see, yes. STD test that women can take.
Yes.
So, yeah, that doesn't eliminate gay.
Oh.
An STD test women can take without having to go to the clinic. Researchers in England. Did you mention that?
No, but researchers
Have developed a more convenient way for screening STDs. Sending in a used tampon through the mail. Are you kidding me? Stop the world. I'm ready to get off.
Like it's a ride.
Are you kidding me? That's what this world is. It's one big ride. Man,
4 tickets to get on.
I'm so glad I never became a scientist or a mail carrier. Okay.
That's why.
I was this close to becoming a mail carrier,
Were
too.
you?
I was this wide from becoming a scientist, but...
I always thought being a mailman would be a pretty good gig.
That's exercise.
The ones that walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, little shorts on, the big calves.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I think it's a good gig.
Hey, Jeff,
Yeah.
I hear you're the 93rd caller.
Yes, sir.
How's that feel?
I like it.
Well, I'm glad you like it because I want to congratulate you. You've won a $20 gift card to Seattle Suntan and maybe $100 and maybe $10,000.
I like it.
How's that grab you, Jeff?
This sounds good. I like the opportunity.
Well, you sound sincere.
Yeah, he does.
Sounds like he has someone tied up in his basement, too.
Oh, jeez. You just also sound a little bit creepy at the same time. You sound thankful that you've won. You sound sincere, but you sound a little off.
Maybe he's at work or something.
I'm a little off probably because of the conversation you guys were just having.
Yeah, it's throwing us
wasn't
all
all
off a little
that
bit.
pleasant to listen to, actually.
Well, you know, that's goes with the territory, I guess, when you tune in. Do you have any thoughts on that? Would you like to add to the conversation?
No, I'm going to go ahead and just let that one go.
Are you on board with this bit of, if it can prevent you from having to deal with a larger quantity of women out there having STDs, if it could,
I'm
shorten
married,
up the
so I'm married, so I don't really need to worry about that.
I can never be so sure what your wife is dabbling in from day to day there, Jeff.
See what an ideal situation.
What happens if you walk into the kitchen and you see your wife wrapping up in a big old mailer her used dilly? Would you start wondering then there, Jeff?
I suppose so.
That's the farthest fetched scenario, I would imagine. Oh, he just wants a Seattle Suntan gift card.
I think so.
A real fireball.
Yes. Your wife's a lucky lady.
Yes, she is.
How long have you been married, Jeff?
Just a few months, actually.
He's a newlywed.
Oh, well,
He
congratulations
he sounds still a little shell-shocked.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yes. Well, how long had you known the bride before you walked down the big old aisle there, Jeff?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Ah.
And you feel like you didn't rush things? It was the perfect timeline? Everything's going to work out hunky-dory? What's the story there, Jefe?
Yeah, we've both been there and done it before.
Oh, so this is your second time around for the two of you.
Both.
Yes. And you feel like you learned something from the first go-around or what there?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, I, again, want to congratulate you, and while at the same time apologize for subjecting you to what is really just, it sounds to me, a good step of, inroads of modern science. If you can't handle a discussion about modern science, well, then I apologize.
Accepted.
Okay, well, it sounded like a second there ago you were saying it wasn't sitting well with you.
I think I'm over it.
Wow. That was pretty quick.
Gosh.
Kind of like your first marriage. Anyway.
Wow.
That's true, actually.
Yes. How old are you, Jeff?
38.
I wasn't even sure on that one.
The questions get tougher as we go along here,
Yeah.
Jeff.
38? I don't know.
Last I checked.
Jeff, are you at home right now? You at work? What's the story?
A little bit of both.
Wow, questions do get tougher as we go. A little bit of both. You work from your home, I would imagine, is what you're alluding to. Yes? No? What?
Sometimes, yeah.
You live in the office is the only other option.
Yes.
Huh?
Sometimes.
Where are you? At home or work?
Work.
Work. All right.
Why'd you say both?
Because I work from home and work.
But you're not at home. You're at
No,
work.
I am.
So when I ask the question, are you at home or at work, you can't say a little of both. You say, I'm at work.
Okay.
Having a tough time with you, Jeff.
Yeah, well, God, he's difficult. I'm already ready to break up with him, divorce him. See why he's so difficult.
No, he sounds like a nice guy.
Maybe fine.
Jeff, he just wants a gift card.
I know.
And it
That's
sounds
all
like
I
he's like,
called
this
for.
ain't worth it. I'm hanging up. He's this close to doing that. Jeff,
Yes,
before you get frustrated and hang up, I want to seal the deal and say you're the winner.
Right on. Thank you.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Sounds like you're dying to get back to work, Jeff.
Yes.
What do you do, Jeff?
Rather not say.
All right. Have it your way.
Burger King.
Oh, geez.
I knew it.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you.
I hope you call again soon. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
You too.
You know that's not true, Jeff.
It has.
Because you won something, but other than that, it hasn't been any pleasure of yours. Let's be honest.
I am being honest.
About what again now?
Pleasure talking to you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, hang on, because it gets better from here. You get to talk to Pasty Dave, okay?
Okay.
All right, there he is.
Jeff.
He's Jeff.
Dude.
Wow.
He didn't stay on the bench too long after the first marriage didn't work out.
No, I didn't.
He knew he had too much to offer.
She's a lucky woman.
Yes.
I can't tell if he's the nicest man on the planet or Gary Ridgway.
Oh, geez.
I think it could go either way. I don't know. I can't call it.
There's no in between. It's got to be one or the other.
Yes. I don't know which
Pick
it
a
is.
side and go with it.
We are going to need to see a stimulus package pass.
Let the T-Man stimulate you with my package. Ow!
T-Man, it'd be great if you just read from the script.
Who wants to grab a hold of the T-Man stimulus package?
I should have figured this was going to happen.
$100 a day, $20 Seattle suntan gift cards, and a chance at $10,000 in cash, baby.
Powered by
Man,
Doing math.
you need to be doing math like that?
Yeah.
What kind of math?
Einstein, I know math.
It's way easier for him. You know how math is like frustrating to people?
I looked 10 seconds at the question he's having
Yeah.
trouble with, and I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I mean,
But I only looked for a couple of seconds.
I'm
But
just saying, like, this guy gets like,
why do you have to take a math test later today?
is for this
You're
little placement.
willing to sign up for the Marines? Why are they making you take a math test?
It's really like a placement tag. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain.
Placement, like if you don't test well, you're on the front lines, and if you do test well, they'll put you in
Yeah,
more of an office spot, or
Yeah,
what?
the better you do on this test, the more jobs you're available for. So
if you
in
don't
theory-
do well, you don't sign up. You said you might sign up tomorrow, and if you do, we should carry it live. Now, if you do bad on this test, are they going to tell you before you sign up? Will you know? Like, if you have to take this test today, they're going to tell you the results right after you take it?
Yeah.
So you'll know how you do by the end of today.
Mm-hmm.
So can you, after taking this test, back out and say, well, I don't want to be, like, seen as so poorly scored on this test, and I'm going to take a pass?
In theory, yes, I could back out.
But
I can't. I'm like too in though.
He's entrenched.
he's too in.
He is.
A month ago, he never considered the military. We sent him on this little fiesta.
So it's your fault, really.
It was
I mean, in theory. No,
well, it could be the greatest, most rewarding experience of your life. So why would you call that someone's fault? I'll take full credit if that's the case. But if you
I'm
wind
just
up
saying.
hating it, then
I mean,
it's all.
I
on
mean,
you, but-
I have friends who are like
I would-
upset and frustrated with why I'm like
What does your pops think?
Pops was not really a fan of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's was good, but Pops is
He
like
was not on board.
no.
Well, back in 1992, I don't know if you remember a little hole-in-the-wall movie named Boys in the Hood. There was a very impactful statement made by the main character known as Trey, who said, actually it was Trey's father. I don't know if you know the name of that man as far as the character.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the actor, I'm sure, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the character he played? It wasn't said that much through the movie, but it was mentioned, and it was a real kind of out there name that stuck out. Does anyone remember the name of the character that Lawrence Fishburne played? Because I do. That's math you can't stop me on.
I think it was 89 too, by the way, not 92. Was it? Was it 92?
I say 92.
Oh.
I think it was before. It was after 89. I'm not gonna.
89. I'll take 89 and under.
I'm not gonna bet my life savings on 92, but I definitely think 92 over 89. But anyway, we can look
half
that
your
up.
life savings.
I'm not betting half my life savings. Anyway, how about you a nice Nestle's Crunch in the vending machine? How about that?
That's my life savings.
I was looking at that during the break, and it was calling my name.
You love an ice crunch.
I'll take 91 and 92. You take 89 and 90. How about that?
I have an answer.
You want to go with that? Wait, don't tell us the answer.
Fine. For a Nestle Crunch.
For a Nestle's Crunch.
Okay, done.
I got 91, 92.
Outside of the times, what are we betting?
You got 89 and 90.
I know.
We're pretty
Nestle
confident it's not outside of those years, but if it is, no one wins.
If it's 88 or 93, we don't.
That's right.
Okay.
Vinnie, what year was Boys in the Hood released?
Boys in the Hood was released in 19. You like that? 91.
I get Nestle's Crunch. I get the crunch. I love the crunch. Shoot. Anyway, the name of the character Lawrence Fishburne played was Furious Styles. Anyway, Furious Styles.
Furious Styles?
That's right.
Okay.
Furious Styles tells his son, who then passes it on to his friend who got shot in the backyard. Ricky, yes.
Was that Ricky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Played by?
Cuba Good?
No. Cuba Gooding played Trey.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Oh God, I know. Oh my God.
Of course you know,
Tay Diggs or
Jay.
something?
No, not Tay Diggs.
Oh my God, why am I?
We should save his questions for later. But anyway.
Oh my God, he's so fine.
Well, that's what my wife thinks too, believe it or not.
No, he is.
In 2009, really?
Still, yes.
Come on.
Still looks just as fine as ever.
Anyway, yeah, he's a good-looking
my
dude.
God.
Anyhow, they used Napoleon Kaufman's high school football tape as his tape in that movie. A
I
little
didn't know
bit of
that.
trivia that most people would not know.
Wow.
You remember Napoleon Kaufman,
Yes.
do you not?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyway,
Wow, that's
I'm in you with a little too much trivia, and I'm not getting to the point.
You are.
The point is,
And Napoleon was named after his third uncle.
Furious Styles tells Trey, a black man has no business being in a white man's army. Now, that, I believe, cannot be the case anymore since the commander-in-chief of this country is now a man of color. So do we all agree that even though I felt that was a very profound statement and was certainly one that was not untrue, that I agreed with it when I heard it at the time and agree with it from every day after that point. But now I have to say, now that the commander-in-chief of this country is no longer a white man, it's a minority, then that no longer can be the case, right or wrong.
Well, first off, I'm not joining the army. And second off, you're correct.
Right. Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut. Yes, I didn't want to hit you with too much trivia today.
I thought it was Morris Day.
And the Times?
Well, I think it's still a white man's army, by the way, because
It's hard to
a
say.
half black guy is the president. I don't think it's not a white man's army.
You can't say
It's
that
a white man's country still.
you can't make that statement anymore and have it have any merit when the commander-in-chief, the number one, the top of the triangle,
Yes, the most powerful man in the world.
is no longer a white man. Okay? It is, I don't know if I guess Barack Obama can be considered a black man, white man, whatever you want to call him. He's a minority. Okay?
Still a white man's army to me, though.
All right,
Even if
I'm sorry,
Condoleezza
brother.
Rice, Colin Powell, whoever's there, it's still a white man's country, white man's army to me.
Anyhow, when we get back, we'll give away some Britney Spears tickets, even though we just exhausted all our trivia and got nothing out of it.
Q93. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
It's Cube 93.
Tonight, a television event 15 years in the making. Be there as one of the most honored dramas comes to an unforgettable end. the ER finale event on NBC.
I know a lot of us never thought that this day would come.
Revisit all your favorites from the past 15 years. Tonight, watch as history is made. The ER finale event at 8/7 Central. Tonight, only on NBC.
King 5, the home team.
Do you work outdoors for a living, where what you wear has to wear like iron? Shrug off the wear and tear that can kill ordinary clothes and do it every day? Then you already know about Carhartt. I'm not going to sell you on Carhartt. They've been selling themselves since 1889. What I can tell you is that if you need Carhartt for the warmer weather ahead, the best place to find it and save money is Fred Meyer. And this week, Freddy's has all Carhartt on sale. Like double front duck dungarees, just $36.99. Plus, with the coupon in store, you'll get a men's or women's Carhartt Work Dry t-shirt, a $19.99 value for free when you buy any pair of men's or women's Carhartt pants or jeans, while supplies last. This is the week to save on Carhartt at Freddy's.
Do you work outside like me and wear Carhartt? Well, my best choice for women's Carhartt is always Fred Meyer. And when Freddy's puts all Carhartt on sale, it's always my best deal.
What's on your list today?
Hey, man.
Hey.
You've been drinking McDonald's sweet tea.
What?
You're in a constant state of refreshment.
A constant state of what?
Mm-hmm. Was that a double ah?
McDonald's Sweet Tea, the authentic slow brewed recipe that's sweetened to perfection. Plus, you can get 32 ounces for only $1. It's enough to...
Brittany.
It's all about the Bee Woman.
April 9th, right?
A week from today.
All right.
1 week from tonight, Britney Spears is going to drop the big top. And she's going to bring the...
Get to see her boobs?
She's going to bring the circus. That is her every step. She's going to bring it to the Tacoma Dome. And she's going to wow the sold-out Dome crowd. That's right, I said sold out, by the way.
Is it sold out?
You go online and try to find a ticket. Go take a mess.
You don't want me to.
I want you to. I know from someone who told me recently.
Oh, geez.
You can't go to Ticketmaster and get yourself a ticket. All right? And I told you, before the tickets went on sale, what did the T-Man tell you? What did the T-Man tell you? That this thing would sell out.
He spoke untruths to me, the T-Man.
By the way, not only did he not speak untruths, he spoke such truths that I even set the bar lower. I put it at 15.5. The Tacoma Dome holds about 21,000 for a concert. It's sold out. All right, all I had to do was clear 15,500. The thing is sold out. If I have to get you to get you to the Tacoma Dome to see the raucous crowd from one rafter to the other to prove to you that I was right, I'll do it. All right?
Sure, they're going to be ruckus.
Ticketmaster.
I don't think they'll be able to help it. Anyway.
Oh, anywhere you want. 2 seats.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet. Go there and then tell me whether you can get a ticket. Maybe
you can be the opening act for $20.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. Trust me, there's going to be 20,000 strong there. When me and you had a bet, I don't know how much we bet because I always forget about my bets. We had at least, no, that was the last bet that you owed me. That one I remember. We had at least a $50 bet that she would exceed 15,500 in ticket sales. Did we not? Did we not? Do you agree that it's well over 15.5? Yes or no?
I'm looking to see. I don't know if it is.
They're not going to tell you on Ticketmaster how many have been sold.
Probably 12.
Oh my gosh! Call someone downstairs right now. Pasty, get me Flowers or anyone that's downstairs. I think he's out of the building right now. Get me Shelly Hart. Get me someone that can verify that has talked to the record label how many tickets Britney has sold for the
I don't want them as the source, by the way.
Tacoma Dome show.
Don't give me the record label as a source. Give me someone
If I have to grab you by the frickin' hair and take you down there to prove to you that I'm right, I'll do it. All right? Just so you have to admit to me that you're wrong.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Because you're so stubborn. You must get that from me.
I want proof, though.
And that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to give you money. I want proof.
If I have to take you by your little sensitive ponytail and take you down there to show you what's going on at the Tacoma Dome 1 week from tonight, then I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to have you admit to me you were wrong and I was right.
15.5 is what you said?
I said that months ago. Before the tickets went on sale, you said that no one would show up. I said that she will do over 15,500 in ticket sales. And I'm being told that it's an absolute, utter, complete sellout. And for it to be sold out, that means that she sold 21,000 tickets, because that's what the Tacoma Dome holds for a concert night at the fine facility that is the Woodshed.
All right, maybe it's over 15.5. I don't know for sure. I'll trust you if you're telling me.
Can you get a ticket on Ticketmaster?
I'm searching.
I'm getting a feeling that
Section Ring W, row 1, seats 23-24, 2 tickets, 505. Who wants them?
Who's on the phone, Pasty?
Who wants them? Who wants them?
You're telling me you can get those seats?
Yes.
I was just told someone told me yesterday. Now they release new seats all the time, but I was told that it was sold out yesterday.
They release new seats.
Well, then I'll tell you what. We'll go down to the Tacoma Dome together. It'll be a great excuse for me to go to the concert. And
but these aren't your average seats. These are $250.
And if I see a whole bunch of empty seats, at the show, then I'll admit to you that I was wrong. If I see 5,000 empty seats, then I'll be the first to hola saliba you.
I only have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to make this order. Should I do it?
Well, I think you're getting a steal for $200 a ticket.
Row 1? Row 1 available.
Hey, Shallard.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm awesome. Thanks for asking.
You know, you can actually help us out here. Why don't you come up to the studio? We never get to see you. We never get to pal around.
Really? I'm getting an invite?
Oh, let's do it.
Well, you can help us. Maybe a little old school trivia to give away some.
All right, I'll be right up.
Wait.
Wow, that was easy.
All right, yeah, come on up. She's going to come up. She's going to come up here.
Good deal.
That was tough.
Yeah, it was. I'm coming up.
You got an invite?
Let me get some.
Got an invite?
Let me get some text messages in here. Man, I hate women that are so easy.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I kind of do. It doesn't mean it's going to stop me. Anyway, let's see here. 97373, don't you know? That's 97373 is the text messaging number. A whole bunch of people are texting in the name Mars Chestnut. I can figure out why from the last segment. Oh, here's a bunch of Furious Styles. Let's see what else is interesting that needs to be read here. 8:38, 57 seconds. Dude, somebody says, saw that movie Angel Heart, the one with Lisa Bonet getting slammed on the blood on the bed of blood.
Ew.
That movie was dope, T-Man. Thanks a lot. Any more good ones just like it?
What's the Christina Barcelona thingy, right?
Vicky.
Well, Vicky Christina Barcelona, that was tailored towards you,
yes.
Terry. I know, after knowing you and your personality and your tendencies and your likes and your dislikes, I am telling you that you would get some enjoyment out of that movie. Okay. I'm not saying it's fun for the whole family. I'm not
Did
saying
you like it? Because I see it on demand. And
so do I.
No, I like
keep going.
I totally liked it. I know.
It's like,
I want to do it.
I got dragged by my wife, you know, in a pussification of men kind of way to that movie, and I sat there really liking it.
Really?
Yes. Because, I mean, you can't go wrong with Penelope Cruz and what's her freaking face that I like?
With the big boobs.
Scarlett Johansson. Yes, Scarlett Johansson. You can't go wrong with Scarlett Johansson and Penelope Cruz, and just the entire storyline of the movie is very watchable.
Scarlett, by the way, losing her boobs, just so you know.
Ooh.
Getting too skinny and the boobs are going. Just saw a recent picture of her. Not good.
You can't really lose your boobs.
Oh, you can lose your boobs.
Well, all right, so she's losing. She never was really that thick that you could say because she's lost a couple of pounds, she's lost her boobs.
I'll show you the picture.
Either she never had them to begin with, or you just are realizing now that she never had boobs.
I thought she always had big ones, no?
Well, if she had big ones, then she still has them because she was never a thick girl that all of a sudden she's lost so much weight that she's lost her boobs.
Something happened. Somebody sucked out the juice or something because they're gone. They are way smaller.
But do you agree with me that she was never that thick a woman?
That she's not sold out.
She didn't have that much weight to lose.
I agree.
I'll take you by the hair and drag you to Scarlett Johansson
Please,
and have you look at her and have you admit to me that you're wrong.
I'll put my hair in your hand right now.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, I just want to grab your hair, it seems like. Anyway.
Yeah, what is the deal with that?
Let's see. If we can send 8:24, 19 seconds. Dude, somebody writes, doctors send blood, urine, and feces through the mail all the time, so a tampon is not hard to believe. The post office already deals with it all the time.
All right. Jeez.
That's referring to the story Terry read earlier that really grodied me out, that women now, in an anonymous fashion or at least a more private fashion, can send in their used tampons to find out whether or not they have STDs or not. Let's see if Shelly Hart is on board with this.
Speaking of...
It's a perfect time to bring in the aforementioned Shelly Hart. It is.
Got her own can. Such a pro.
She is.
You brought in your headphones?
Yeah, I know.
So excited. I never get invited in here.
Well, these times are changing. I'm a much more fun-loving T-man.
So fun-loving.
I don't get to hang out with you enough.
No, not nearly enough.
And we have the pressure of having to come up with ways to give away tickets all the time for Brittany and all that stuff. And we could combine this. We could make it like Shelly could ask us old-school trivia questions.
Oh, boy.
So think of some good ones.
On the spot, on the spot.
And I don't think they'll ever make it to the audience because I can't be stumped until I am. I can't be beaten until I am. I can't lose until I do. Anyway, Shelly, how are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad to hear that. Look as good as ever, baby. I'll just take a moment to take it all in.
Okay, taking it in.
Mm-hmm. What's new in your life? I see you all the time, but we never talk on the air.
I know.
Dirty Harry calls it all the time, trying to get a little airtime.
And I'm very thankful that I'm not standing out on Mercer every morning.
Yeah, you keep your distance. You know that I like you. You know that you could probably find a way to make it on this show, but you don't try.
Dude, I love you. You know that.
Yeah, we've never had a bad day in all the years we've been working together.
You don't make me look at the floor when I walk by.
Well, you're taller than I am. And you're a tall woman.
Thank you.
I don't know if people realize how tall Shelly Hart is.
No,
She's a
I don't think they do.
She's a long, lanky woman.
Is.
I'm even taller on those bigger hair days.
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Terry, the opposite of Terry Free, not a tall
Very
woman.
Right. Right. So it's nice to have you here in the studio, and I'm just asking for an update on how you are overall, and professionally, personally, all that good stuff.
Everything's good. I don't have any complaints.
Mm-hmm. Now.
Okay.
That sounds pretty generic, but that's fine.
Okay.
I won't delve in too deep. Anyway, as far
Thank
as
you for that, by the way.
As far as the Brittany, I can go off. We'll say that for your second visit.
Yeah, he has truth serum that he injects into people when they come in.
As far as the Brittany question that I had, I don't know if you heard our little argument here. We've been fighting over this. It's really like a little lover's quarrel. I don't know what it sounds like, but he doesn't believe. I explained to him long ago that Brittany is such a train wreck. It's such an appeal. Yeah, she's not as talented as someone like who did I use it as example? That I think
Mariah
is the
Carey.
Yeah, no, not Mariah
Kelly
Carey.
Clarkson.
Yeah, Mariah Carey is just a legend at this point. But yeah, Kelly Clarkson, someone who's only been around half a decade or so. Kelly Clarkson is more talented than Britney Spears when it comes down to it, in my opinion. But Kelly Clarkson can't even sell out the Paramount because Kelly Clarkson is boring on stage. And Kelly Clarkson's kind of outside of her ability to sing is boring altogether. She's a boring kind of talent.
She doesn't have any drama baggage.
She doesn't have that, she doesn't have that train wreck appeal that Britney has crawling out every crevice of her body.
Right.
And that is necessary when it comes to getting people to go to a concert when all across the boards, concerts are having a hard time because the economy is tough and the days of going to concerts are kind of either past its time or in a lull and it'll come back one day, I don't know. But concerts, it ain't like it used to be where every show in the 80s and even in the mid-90s sold out before you could even get the tickets on sale.
I got my Peter Frampton tickets.
Now with YouTube and all the immediacy of media, people don't need to go to shows as much as they used to see their favorite talent. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think YouTube has really taken the concert element and made it kind of nothing special.
Okay.
You can go to Beyonce or watch her fall down the stairs on YouTube. What are you going to choose?
You can see Beyonce in so many different venues, live, or at least recorded live at shows all the time. I think that has a lot to do with why people don't need to see their favorite musical act when they come to town.
Right.
But when it came out she was coming, I said this will be a sellout. And then we settled on 15.5 because she is a different scenario.
But I thought her last live performance where she was horrible, I thought that would affect things.
She is like
Remember that on that kid show?
Of course.
The award show?
It was the MTV Music Awards. Yeah.
She just looked in a daze.
Right.
I thought that was going to crush ticket sales.
And I took that into consideration instead still.
And you went, you saw it the other one.
She's going to get way better. She's going to practice so hard.
That's not the reason you go to a Britney show. It's for the same reason that you have to take a glance at the car wreck when you're driving by.
Exactly.
Even though you're slowing down traffic.
I disagree. It's not a train wreck when she's on stage performing a choreographed dance. It's a train wreck when she's outside of a restaurant getting into her car.
You know when you go to Britney's show that at any minute she could have a mental breakdown and you could be a part of that experience.
Shave her head on stage?
Maybe.
You never know.
Come on.
She's had some moments on stage.
Can't put it past her. Even her vagina fell out.
That's exactly right.
A couple of times.
Not on. Shelley didn't want to say it.
I was hoping you would go there. Yeah,
I wanted Shelley to say it. Come on.
Said it for you.
Can't even say that word.
Brittany even pointed out her vagina fell out of her costume.
Her hoo-hoo.
Yes. Her hoo-hoo?
Her hoo-hoo.
Is that how we say it in middays? Okay.
Her hoo-hoo.
Her hoo-hoo fell out from 10 to 2, or for 10 to 3.
Thank you.
10 to 3, her hoo-hoo falls out, but hey, it's not 10 o'clock yet. Her vagina fell out.
That's going to be Shelley's new promo from 10 to 3. Her hoo-hoo fell out.
Okay, do you have any knowledge as to how many tickets have been sold as of this moment to Britney's show a week from today?
I don't have an exact figure, but I do know that it is close to selling out. So it has to be beyond the 15,000.
It's
I'm
over
told that it's just
15,000.
down.
We need a number.
You need an exact
really close.
number.
That's really close for us.
You're making him think like he has hope to win our bet.
I do have hope. It's not sold
You have no
out.
hope. It's 20,000 strong, maybe a couple of seats left in the 200 category.
I sit front row tomorrow if I want.
Yeah, you can sit front row, but you can't sit in the last row in the rafters because that's sold out.
I agree.
Sold out.
Those seats are sold out, yes.
All right. Anyway, all right, so you can't help us there. So I didn't bring you in for nothing because, you know, I like you, A. And B, you can help us with some Britney trivia right now or some old school trivia.
Okay.
All right? Do you have anything in mind as far as a question that we can throw to the... let me put a listener on the air right now.
Okay.
Everyone's lined up to win Britney Spears. Bridget.
I would go see that show.
I'm just so excited to have you here in the studio. Shellard Hart. I'm falling all over myself. Bridget, you're on the air.
Yes, T-Man.
How are you, baby?
Great, and you?
Good. What's going on today?
I'm just working.
What do you do?
I'm in a surgery center.
Uh-huh. And what are your responsibilities there?
Pre- and post-op patients.
And yet you're trying to win Britney Spears tickets?
Yes, I'm trying to win them for my little sister. She had a competition at the mall with KUBE, and she didn't win, and I'm trying to make it up to her.
So she was probably left with some ill feelings towards the station. We can correct that immediately or make them that much worse. If you are to win or not win tickets in the next few moments, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
She should be helping patients somewhere. My new heart's not working, nurse.
Well, got to put your priorities in perspective, and
All right.
she's clearly got hers on Britney right now.
We have no patients today.
Oh, yes. Everyone's heart is working just fine today, luckily enough.
Patient-free on Thursdays.
Shelley.
Yes, sir.
Bridget sounds lovely, does she not?
She does.
Bridget, you're a big fan of the great Shellard Hart, are you not?
I am.
You have made many requests to the old school lunch for
I have, and
many...
I've won a couple times on there, too.
Wow. Big listener.
See how it's all in the family here, Shelley?
I love that.
Okay. Do you have a question that could make Bridget earn her way to the show?
Sure.
While at the same time challenging all of us here in the studio to put our hands on our buzzers. Terry, got your hand on your buzzer?
I always have it on my buzzer.
Oh, I love that about you.
She claims she doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a question that
all right.
we can use
I've got one.
to make it all official and seeing if Bridget is worthy of winning and being at the Britney Spears show or at least sending her sister to it? What's the question?
What?
A bender. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was
Jackie?
Stop it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys. What was Diddy's first job? His first job?
Oh.
Oh, no.
That's a good question. You got to really...
Is that old school trivia?
This is...
Yeah, absolutely.
This is more really knowing the life and times of Puff Daddy as he was back then. He was...
Real jobs for Britney Spears.
So before...
I feel like I just read this for some reason.
So you're talking about like at age 15 when he first got his working papers or what?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
A paper boy, newspaper boy.
Always a good guess.
That is correct. Yeah.
Stop it.
Really?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Well, everyone was a paper boy.
Well, no,
Terry was a paper boy.
He cornered the market in his neighborhood, and he bought all the paper routes around the area. And
From the other kids?
Always an entrepreneur, huh? From day one. At age 8, he did that, really?
He really did.
And then the Paperboy had a song called Diddy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh.
How about that correlation, Shelley?
Bridget, see how easy it is when Shelley Hart comes in the studio?
Thank you, Shelley.
Mm-hmm.
You're very welcome.
Wow.
Thank you, T-Man.
I didn't do anything here. I didn't even know the answer. Did I say Paperboy before she did? No.
No, she did. She said paper.
But you were close. You said working papers.
Yeah, but I think where I grew up, you had to actually get working papers before you could work, unless you were a paper boy. I think paper boy was like an exception.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
They always had to get up too early for me. That sounded so bad.
Well, you had the morning route and the late afternoon route after school. So why didn't you do that one?
Lots of exercise.
Okay.
130 in 10th grade.
He refused from an early age to get any exercise, and he's been sticking by that ever since.
Good solid rule.
Bridget, you've won. Hang on, your little sister's going to be there. So tell her to stop cursing us.
She's not cursing you.
Oh,
She's
yeah, whatever.
disappointed in herself.
Anyway, well, tell her she's being too hard on herself.
And she is.
And now I'll do
Thank
that
you.
job. Anyway, hang on, and we'll get your info. There it is. That's simple. Things seem much more simple with Shelley around.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yes.
Very easy breezy, clean.
What?
All right, take it easy.
Okay.
No one's looking through your hygiene habits here or anything?
I can get a little naughty.
Oh,
Don't worry about that.
No one asked that either. But since you brought it up, how naughty are we talking?
Well,
what was the last real naughty thing that we'd actually be taken aback by something you're about to tell us? I think you're a pretty down-to-earth conservative, not gonna blow anyone away with anything you've done. I'm sorry if that is insulting. I don't think I'm trying to insult you. I think I'm actually trying to compliment you. What was the last thing that you would consider something you did that would qualify as dirty? Come on, be honest. Don't lie. You got nothing, do you?
She
doesn't. She wants to talk real big about it. Like, I got something.
But I'm too scared.
What was the last one-nighter you had, Shelley?
Ooh.
Have you ever had one in your life?
That I like.
Have you ever had one in your life? Yes or no?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
You've taken a person out of a bar or wherever,
never met, no.
didn't know their name that day when you woke up, and had sex with them that night.
Yes.
Wow.
Really?
Hey, the Pooh just passed out.
That's great.
Came out of nowhere. Where's the eye?
But and I guess I don't need to defend her, but she is in radio. I mean, you're in radio for a reason. I mean, most people in radio are a little questionable.
Now, the question is...
No, it's a compliment.
Is she trying not to sound like a stiff and she's lying to us?
Uh-huh.
Or do we believe her? Shelley, turn your back while we have a show of hands.
All right.
As to whether we believe she's telling the truth. Shelley's a pretty good girl.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
I've known her for a long time.
I would agree.
I'm not saying I would put this... You could be a good girl and still have a one-nighter.
Sure.
But she may be trying to... She's in the studio here. She doesn't want to come off as some kind of...
Stiff.
Yeah. How many people believe that she's lying to compensate for her feeling self-conscious about being too goody two-shoes? Raise your hand. We all think you had a one-nighter. Nobody raised their hand.
Why do you think I go to Vegas so much?
Everyone thinks she's got hope potential.
And that is a true point because she and I have had conversations. She escapes all the time to Vegas, and nobody even knows about it. She just takes those little secret little tricks.
I go by myself.
Yeah, she goes by herself.
Wow, you dirty little hooker. You go to Vegas by yourself?
That's great.
Wow.
Nobody even knows.
Well, I'm going to call the old school lunch and make a request today. All right. Yeah, give me the number.
The 5 o'clock traffic jam.
Y'all feel me, man?
T-Man stimulus package, man, worth $10,000.
Come on, that's right. Eric Powers, Dirty Harry. Come on. You want your shot at $100? Listen to our show today at 4:10.
I said $10,000.
That's right.
And Britney Spears tickets, we're giving those away today at $520.
What's going on in this world? Tell me it's damn Friday.
It is. It's damn Friday.
Oh, yeah. Well, then we can get through this, can't we?
Yes.
Man, driving into work through the snow, I'm like, is it December 17th? Is it January 4th? What's the...
No, it's spring.
It's spring. This is spring. We're a couple
officially
weeks...
spring.
Oh, we're a couple weeks into spring.
I know.
And you can tell.
Flowers?
Yes. So lovely that Hopscotch Scott isn't even into work yet because he's got 2-3 inches. Ah, the aforementioned.
There he is.
Nice, you had to join us. He was driving through 2 inches of snow and then some in, Pleasantville up there in the Snoqualmie area.
Mm-hmm. So pleasant.
Where the houses are so neat and tuckered in rows.
Oh,
and
they are, and they look so lovely.
Yes, and all the families, all the happy families move up together as one. And
oh, yeah.
And they're all neighborly, and they pick up each other's newspapers when they're away for the weekend.
Share garbage cans.
There are no more newspapers. And,
that's right.
And they
manicured lawns.
They take out each other's trash,
right.
Or at least yell at their neighbor when they, put their trash bins away after a collection.
Borrow people's trash cans and stuff.
I did say that. I said share.
Oh, you did? You did say
share trash cans.
Yeah. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi.
I swear to God, I live at Alpental.
Okay.
It's unbelievable.
I know you do.
I don't know what that means.
The ski area?
Oh.
Alpental.
Alpental?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Really? It's a ski area.
I've heard of, obviously, Whistler and Vale and all the other fun spots.
This is the Snoqualmie Pass one.
Snoqualmie Pass.
But you don't really live there.
Well,
I feel like it.
I feel like it. I don't think it.
Yeah,
I
don't live at the pass.
Mm-hmm.
But you might as well.
Out
I think
everywhere.
they moved the pass and didn't tell you.
I know.
I swear they must have.
Yes, they moved it. You didn't get the memo, and you're there.
You get to Seattle. I don't even turn my wipers on.
Because you're so used to
People
driving.
spinning out everywhere. My God, this guy's in his crappy trucks flying off the road.
So did you have 2 inches or more?
It was about 2 inches when I left, but it's dumping so hard. It's like I'm in a snow globe and someone took it up. When I left, I couldn't even see.
Well, welcome to your third week of spring 2009.
You're telling me it's supposed to be 60 degrees on Sunday?
Yes.
Is that what they're saying?
Tomorrow, too.
60s.
Well,
I didn't hear tomorrow. I heard
20 today, 60 Sunday, and 20 on Tuesday. So that's the every other day forecast and your climate change 2009 situations that we have become accustomed to.
And Al Gore's right.
Mm-hmm.
We're in trouble.
He's right. He invented the internet, and he's right. There's something going on known as climate change.
Yeah.
It's not even called global warming anymore because it's hard to argue global warming.
I know, it's a little misleading.
When we're talking about blizzards in April, so they've dropped the global warming tag, and they're going with climate change, which explains a lot more.
It does. Makes more
Okay,
sense.
we were wrong about the warming thing. Things aren't warming up so much. It's just erratic behaviors going on in the weather patterns and the climate. So that's what we're going to call it from this point forward, climate change. Now, can you guys get behind it? No? Still no? Okay.
Where's the little skinny man?
Oh,
we got an email from...
the little skinny man.
Really?
Yes. Well, today is the day. We talked about it a good part of yesterday that he was saying he was going to put the signature on the dotted line for the Marines. Wow. We got an email from him before I even walked in this morning. I have it in my right hand, not my left, not my right.
Oh, you switch it good.
That's right. I'm so talented. And I'll read it to you. I already read it to Terry. Terry knows all about it.
Wow, I'm excited.
I'll read it to you, and I'll read it to everyone right after we come back from a break. How does that sound?
That's a big, solid tease right there.
That's called a nice, solid teaser.
Wow.
Stay tuned.
Eric Flowers would be proud of me right now. If he wasn't breastfeeding his child, he would be listening and be proud of me right now because I'm teasing the next segment.
You
and
are.
He's been trying to get me to do that for years.
You've done it well.
I didn't even realize I was doing it as I was doing it.
I can't wait
It's called T-Man change. It goes along with climate change. You've been hearing about it, and now you're getting the proof.
KUBE 93. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
KUBE 93.
Fast and Furious. Rated PG-13. Now playing theaters everywhere.
Mazda of Everett has all makes and models with immediate financing and liquidation pricing. Get the best deals in Washington. MazdaofEverett.com. Mazda of Everett will give you the lowest price. MazdaofEverett.com.
And we're back with the power play. It's James Bond leading the break. He dumps it into Forrest Gump, who's streaking up the ice. Gump with a behind-the-back pass to Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic back to Bond, and it's...
Michelle, elegant and graceful. Barack, shaking hands. Shaking hands.
Oh, yeah.
Still shaking hands.
Sure.
And finally, shaking even more hands.
He's very good at shaking hands.
Yes.
The President and the First Lady, the unquestioned stars of the G20 summit in London.
Yeah.
Their audience with
I don't know if you noticed, but Barack Obama, our president, our commander-in-chief, the leader of our country, kind of, in a subtle or maybe not so subtle fashion, became the leader of the world over the past week.
Yeah.
I think that's what came out of this G20 meeting of your top 20 leaders of the planet, is that they were all looking at Barack Obama in the same rock star fashion as the people who were all out at his rallies and his campaigning. He became the leader of the world.
Well, Kim Jong-il will probably disagree with you.
I will rule the world someday.
Well, he wasn't invited to this meeting.
I don't
but
think
amongst
so,
the people that have a vote, they pretty much were looking at Barack as the guy.
shaking even more hands.
Very nice to see you, sir.
The President and the First Lady, the unquestioned stars of the G20 summit in London. Their audience with the Queen broken down and scrutinized from every possible angle. Some assuming Michelle broke from etiquette by touching Her Royal Highness.
Oh, she touched her hiney?
No.
Her Royal Highness.
Her Royal Highness.
Uh-huh, yeah, I heard about that. She touched the Queen on the back or something. You're not supposed to do that? Oh, come on.
I guess not.
It's a new time. It's a new day.
Well,
it's a new administration.
Know the etiquette, man.
Hey, Queenie! Fist bump!
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. So she touched the Queen on the back. What does that mean? People are saying that's disrespectful?
Oh,
she gave her an iPod, too. Everyone's having fun with that.
I know.
It's like Queen's greatest hits, right? Across the playlist there.
Big Freddie Mercury fan, I'm sure.
Of course. Queen rocking out to Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So everything went fine. And as I say, I don't know if you took note, but he's not just the leader of the United States of America anymore. He has become the leader of the world.
I know.
I
loving him right now.
don't know if there has been a true leader of the world. Certainly wasn't George Bush. He was just barely the leader of our country, if you can consider him that, over the past 8 years. But, hey, they were loving some Barack.
I know.
And Michelle over in London, and now they've switched over to France this morning. They saw London. They saw France. They saw the Queenie's underpants there.
Oh, very disrespectful.
I love how the paper has it, them all photoed together, and Barack's got the thumbs up, all smiling.
Oh, he looks very confident. He looks very with the swagger.
Oh.
And it's brought some swagger back to this country over the past couple of weeks. So let's see if it lasts. Let's see if it sticks. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, this just it didn't last.
Oh, geez. It's over already. Okay. Back to the depression. Anyway, what else is happening for a Friday morning?
I got all kinds of news for you this morning really quickly.
Oh, we have, by the way, before you get into that, we have a winner to announce for the $100 that people qualified for yesterday, which could ultimately lead someone to $10,000 in cash.
Good.
And we have, another $20 gift card to give away. And we have some Britney Spears tickets like we have had over the past number of days and weeks, because that concert is closing in on us. The one that me and Hot Fudge Scott are going to get in the T-Man mobile and head on down to. Yes.
Stop for some snacks on the way.
Well, I don't think there's any other choice when I'm riding with Hot Fudge Scott.
That's true, yes.
Just a question of what's going to be on your mind, where you wanna stop, what's your palate, in the mood for. Well, give me some previews or what?
Oh, I need some time to think about it. I don't usually eat for shows. If I'm going to that show, we're gonna drink heavily.
All right, well, I think that went without saying.
Yeah.
But as far as food and some tasty snacks we may be enjoying,
is Tacoma?
It's in Tacoma, and it's on the way to Tacoma. Yeah, there's plenty of places you can stop in Renton, and cities on the way to Tacoma. So the question is it a day of game decision only, or can you make decisions now as far as potential stops we may be making on our small little Thelma and Louise road trip down to the Tatum? What do you got?
I think I'd rather go off the cliff. There's a nice little Chinese buffet on the way down there in Renton, tucked away that no one knows about. Actually, it's packed.
Nothing like squeezing out a liquid heater in the T-Dome little bathroom stall, let me tell you.
Can hit that on the way down there, maybe?
Nothing I'd rather have than butt water at Tacoma Dome. Thanks a lot for the Chinese buffet idea. Let me ask you this.
Sounds good.
Hot Shot Scott, Taco Time or Taco Bell? What kind of guy are you?
Boy, that's
or Chipotle, go off the board for Chipotle.
What?
Chipotle's
a Mexican, a grill.
You can't compare Chipotle to any other places.
Well,
way different.
It's the same genre.
No, I don't think so.
If you were thinking of going to a Taco Time, you might say, well, I'd rather go to it's the same kind of, if you're in the mood for one, you might choose
Taco Time's a little
other.
More fast food to me.
So is Chipotle.
I need a drive-through. Places with a drive-through are all in the same category. Chipotle, no drive-through.
They do have lines.
Yeah, it's packed.
You do have to stand on line.
I thought they were giving away $100 bills with their burritos. It's still just flour, meat, and cheese, right, guys?
I think you're not alone. Considering some of the lines at Chipotle, I think some people must think they're giving away $100 bills. Yeah.
Packed, that place.
Well, at least it was. I haven't been there in a while, but...
I'm going Taco Time to answer your question.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, let me ask you this.
But I've probably eaten more tacos.
A little trivia question.
Okay.
In Western Washington, are there more Taco Times or Taco Bells? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to my own trivia question.
Yeah. Well, when you
I'm
ask a trivia question, you're supposed to know it for sure.
Thanks so much for letting me in
you've
on
already yelled at all of us about that.
That is very true. When someone asks a trivia question and they give me bad trivia, I get irate.
You do.
I could be giving you bad trivia here, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer. In the Northwest.
In the
I'll
Northwest.
I'll even broaden it. Not just Washington State. In the Northwest. More Taco Times? Or let me limit it to Washington State just so I know I'm right. Or I'm pretty sure I'm right. Are there more Taco Times or Taco Bells? What's your answer? Come on, spit it out. It's only a 50-50 proposition here. What do we got? You're thinking so damn hard over there.
The thing is...
First thing on the top of your head, throw out the first response that you instinctively came up with.
Terry's a bunt.
Oh, geez. That's the answer.
Wow. In the Northwest?
Well, I'm going Washington State, yes.
You would think there'd be more Taco Bells, but actually they're kind of hard to find for some reason.
Really?
I think so.
How do you say that? I can
oh, geez.
Name every time I drive, I see mostly Taco Bells. I never see Taco Time.
Oh, really?
Seriously.
Well...
I'm closer to Taco Time, so I'm going to say Taco Time.
Terry was on the wrong path, and you have nailed it. To my knowledge, there are more Taco Times in Washington State than Taco Bells.
I think it might...
Which I thought would be hard to believe, since Taco Bell is more of your hardcore chain fast food place that they just like to mass produce over and over again. But isn't it surprising to be aware of the knowledge that there are more Taco Times than Taco Bells? I could be way off. I'm not sure.
I think Taco Time's a local company, too. Maybe that's right.
Oh, it's very local, yeah. I mean, I even know the family that's behind the whole deal.
What the hell? Where's the gift cards? Let's go.
There was a daughter in that family that's really pretty hot.
Really?
I had a little moment, back in the day with.
Oh, I love your guys' food. The best part is their salsa. Love it. Their hot sauce that you can just pump out of the little thing there.
Well, I don't want to get you too worked up.
I'm going today. Let's go.
You got your hand pumping over there.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to keep you,
Taco Time's
getting
good,
too
man.
riled up this morning. What do you got? What do you got on your side of the console, Terry? What do you have?
Hold on, wait a minute. What happened to the Vinnie email?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Get to that. Relax. Everything's coming.
I got to know where my little skinny friend is over here.
You've been lifting weights with. He's not so skinny
he's
anymore.
Getting bigger. Is he on a boat? Is he gone?
Is he on a boat?
Well, as I talked about yesterday, and we mentioned a couple of times during the week, Vinnie has been very gung-ho about this quest to be a part of the military. Since we sent him down to Camp Pendleton, it was just some little radio extravaganza put together. My idea of it all was for him to get a nice, free 3 days in the sun of San Diego, and yeah, he'd have to fulfill the duties of going to the Army facility or the Marine. It's Marines, right?
Marines,
the Marine little camp and make it like he was going through the motions. That's what I thought he would have to put in order to get the free airfare, the hotel, and everything that comes with it. Little did I know that he would just take to it like a fish to water, or at least get sucked in or brainwashed or whatever you might want to call it. He is in love with the prospect of being a Marine since that day, which was only, a month ago.
Yeah.
So this has happened real quick. The recruiter's gotten a hold of him. They are like best of friends now. And he says today is going to be the day he signs on the dotted line. He's going to be your DJ AM of the Marines. Woo-hoo. And he sends me this email this morning after promising me that today was going to be the day he was going to put his signature on the dotted line to officially become a Marine this morning. He writes,
T-Man, I love you.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have to read that part. Hey, guys. Or about the orgy later. I wanted to thank you all for your help over the last couple of weeks with my homework and the crap to get me ready for this placement test.
Is this going to be sad or something? I don't know what to expect here.
Well, I'll end suspense real quick.
Do we need some music or something? Sad music?
I don't have the time to find it. You're going to have to either hum your own or go a cappella. What do you think?
Send in the Clowns.
Mm-hmm. I can't play Send in the Clowns for this.
Light blue, up.
Okay, talk me into it.
Isn't it?
Talk into it.
Hey, guys.
I feel like I need this with this.
Are we a pair?
You in the Marines? Yes, you are, it seems. Mm-hmm.
Our little friend's gone.
Here at last on the ground.
Okay, this is really just killing me. Anyway, hey, guys. This is a happy email. Just so you know.
Okay,
good. Suspense. I want to thank you all for your help over the last couple of weeks with my homework and my placement test crap. I passed the tests.
Yay!
So I will be going into the media side of the Marines. The reason why I'm not in this morning is because I'm taking my physical, I'm getting sworn in, I'm signing up, I'm getting my orders, and my ship date. This is serious.
He's in.
Whoa.
This has happened so fast.
He's not backing up.
Hello, boys, all grown up. This is not an April Fool's joke, I don't believe. Because it all started like in the beginning of March.
Mm-hmm.
April Fool's on the 3rd. Very funny.
I'm going to try to check in. I'm reading it as it's written. I'm going to try to check in, but it's going to be tough. I may have another Marine call in for me and do the play-by-play. Hit me back if you have any questions or concerns. I'll try to keep my phone as close as possible. Again, thank you all. Love, your friend forever. Wow. Vincent Pooh.
What % chance would you have said if before he went to San Diego that he would be a Marine, he would sign up? What % would you
Negative 97.6.
I know.
6 and a half.
Absolutely no chance.
Mm-hmm.
I would have bet you anything in the world he would not sign up for the Marines.
He doesn't seem like the perfect fit as far as this overwhelming ability to put out the necessary discipline, and maybe that's part of the appeal, that there was a little opposite attracts kind of appeal going on. But when he got down there and he met the people in charge of running, or at least taking up a faction of Camp Pendleton that he was introduced to, and he liked the weather and he liked the workout. He was only there a couple of days, and he thinks he knows everything that's in store for him. And I assume that he's a 25-year-old man, mature enough to know what he's doing, and I hope he's not filled with regrets. As a matter of fact, I hope it's the greatest experience of his life. He asked me for my advice. I couldn't discourage him. How could he discourage a man for wanting to protect and defend and mature? And he realized he had some weak spots that he wanted to address. And this all happened real quick, but I don't know what to make of it more than how it seems on the surface. It happened very, very fast. I'll keep saying that. That is something that is a little concerned. He's already getting his orders and his ship date.
Wow. Man.
Whew. He said, hit me back if you have any questions or concerns. Okay. I don't think he just means us. Well, I'm gonna make it so he doesn't mean just everyone here in the studio. If anyone out there has any questions or concerns of what they're hearing about, Terry, do you have? We got to hit him back.
We do have
order.
I know.
If we have any questions or concerns, do you have any? I won't get to concerns yet. Do you have any? Well, questions is more broad. What was that?
Oh, my gosh, Terry.
What did I do?
Terry just ripped one, I think.
No,
is that
I
what
didn't.
you heard?
Oh, I moved my chair. This.
Oh, I think I heard something, but
no.
I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I swear to
God. You heard it, too?
I thought I might have. I'm going to hope that involuntary flatulation is not happening by Terry at this point.
Here it is.
What? Oh, yeah, that sounds just like it.
Well, all I did was
You
move
nailed
this.
it. You really nailed it.
I'm not
That's
hearing
all I
the
moved,
sound
so.
reproduced again, Terry.
It was me. I farted big time.
Oh, I don't think you need to say the word. It's just so nasty. If it's coming
no
from my
questions or concerns. Back to Vinny. Question-wise,
I have to get this out of the way first, Terry.
I swear I did not. It was I
on
moved
your
my
children's
chair.
life?
On my children's life.
Okay, I believe
on
it.
my
It was a
dead
chair thing.
father's
That doesn't mean anything.
grave.
It's part of your children's life. It means nothing.
It was a chair thing. She would not do that.
It doesn't mean anything. You could lie Oh, yeah, I swear on my children's life, my mom's life, whatever. It doesn't mean anything.
It was a long, extended...
Well,
I don't think it made it over the air, but we all heard it, Terry.
And I think if Terry was to do that, that's what hers sound like.
Oh, my God. Here, let me
That's
muster
exactly
one
how
up.
I picture him.
Let me muster one up for you, and I'll let it rip.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Anyway, no questions. Concerns? I think it's a good move for him.
So you don't have any concerns? You have the opposite of
No,
concerns?
I
You have
do.
nothing but positive.
I
the
think-
vibrations that you're sending him, even though it happened inside of a month.
I think it's probably the best decision he has ever
He
made.
goes down there kind of as a joke.
Right.
To do a little fun radio bit, put together the video that has been up on the tmanshow.com. I don't know if it's still there, but it was there. He looked like he was having some fun with a hard hat on and a phony rifle, and he's stabbing, mattresses cut out to look like people, and it was done and over before it started. And now look where he's at, a few weeks later. And you don't have any concerns?
No, like I said, I think that it is probably the best decision he's made.
Wow. To get out of your hair from day to day. Is that what you're saying?
I just think...
Wow.
I just think that he needs that kind of direction, and I think that he realizes that, and I think
he's got a good gig here. What do you mean he needs that direction? For what?
But he doesn't. He doesn't. He wants he doesn't want to be a club DJ into his 40s.
All right,
So
well,
he needs.
Let me go to the phones real early this morning. It's a Friday, heading into a weekend in April 2009. If you have any concerns, any questions about this or anything for that matter, it's going to be a lot of phone calls today. 421-9393. That's 206-421-9393. Let me get to Ricardo really quick. What do you got, Ricky? Ricardo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How you
What's
doing?
on your mind this morning, my friend?
No, I just had a comment on yesterday's show about the no insurance thing this last morning.
Oh,
yeah, what was that all about? There. Oh, Terry got hit by a car.
I got hit.
That's right.
Uninsured motorist.
She got
Right.
rear-ended, and we got rear-ended by her this morning. And
Wow.
she's lying in her chair. Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm 20 years old and I'm driving right now, or I was, but I can't afford insurance. How am I supposed to afford insurance?
So are you almost like taunting Terry? I'll be the first to let you in on the information, Terry, that about 20 to 25% of the people out there, I think they estimate, drive without insurance. So the chances of you being hit by an uninsured motorist were not that low. They're like 1 in 4.
Well,
they're higher than people think. When you get hit by a car, the chances of that person coming out of the car and telling you that they have no insurance is like 1 out of 4 drivers.
I understand that, but you can't even afford liability, which is like $25 a month.
Not for me. They want to charge like $250. I'm driving a van.
So what do you do when you get into an accident that let's say God forbid you actually injure somebody seriously?
Well, last time I got into an accident, right on a 512. Somebody rear-ended me. I didn't have no insurance at the time. It was my first accident. I was like 16, and he rear-ended me, and I didn't know what to do, so I thought the best thing was to call the cops. So I called the cops, and then on top of me getting my car wrecked and damaged and totaled, they gave me a no insurance ticket, and then I lost my license with that, and couldn't afford to pay that, and so.
But yeah, you're still.
What did you think was going to happen when you called the police? I mean, you knew.
I thought I would just get out of this clean.
It wasn't my fault, but I don't have insurance, so I should get away just fine. As soon as they hear you don't have insurance, you're screwed.
Let me ask you this: let's say somebody in your family.
Don't give him a lecture, please. I'm begging you. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Somebody in your family
Terry,
gets hit.
All right, hang on to that thought. I got to take a break here real quick. Let me just put in Jessica real quick for 20 seconds. She wants to comment on Vinnie the Pooh. I got to get one Vinnie the Pooh comment in before we go to break here. Jessica, you're on the air. What do you got?
I think if he needs the Marines need him.
Yep.
We need all the help we can get. We're fighting wars. We're blowing shit up.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, we are doing all that, but we can't quite say that on the air. So, thanks to our delay system, you missed a bit of Jessica's comments, but it was nothing Terry didn't blow your way, or at least our way, over the past couple of seconds. Yes.
We are going to need to see a stimulus package pass.
Let the T-Man stimulate you with my package. Ow!
T-Man, it'd be great if you just read from the script.
Who wants to grab a hold of the T-Man stimulus package?
I should have figured this was going to happen.
$100 a day, $20 Seattle suntan gift cards, and a chance at $10,000 in cash, baby.
Powered by Seattle
just take care of this last line. You can win your money today at 810 with the teammate.
KUBE 93.
Do you work outdoors for a living, where what you wear has to wear like iron? Shrug off the wear and tear that can kill ordinary clothes and
on a platter just to get you wet. You's about to get in something you will never regret. And it's gonna be the bomb, this is what I bet. Yep, it's like Romeo and Juliet. Hot sex on a platter just to get you wet. You's about to get in something you will never regret. And it's gonna be the bomb, this is what I bet. Yep.
Oh, I love this version.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be announcing amongst the qualifiers from yesterday who the $100 winner is in the 8 o'clock hour.
Good deal.
But we need at this time to get a 7 o'clock $20 Seattle Suntan gift card winner, which will qualify you for 100 smaggers on Monday, and then potentially $10,000 in oh-so-stimulating cash by the end of the month of April. When this little stimulus month comes to an end, somebody's going to win 10,000 clams.
All right.
Clams.
Clams.
From Irish?
No, taste it.
Kara, you're on the air, but she's been holding on for the past 20 minutes. So I don't know what to do with her. Yes, Kara, what did you call for originally?
I just wanted to say I think Vinnie the Pooh is too hot to sacrifice to the Marines.
Well, I don't know if it's considered a sacrifice.
Of a sacrifice to our society.
We shouldn't start throwing dirt on any grave. I mean, he's a happy time, as Terry pointed out. Terry saying, as Mama Be Free, that this is a happy moment for her, that she's proud of her little guy there, and she thinks her little feather friend is going to go on to really think this is the best move he's ever made in his life. He's going to gain knowledge and discipline and skills and pride and all that other good stuff, and he's already off to a good start. He got the placement test come back in his favor, where he can be not feeling like he's going to be thrown on the front lines. He scored very well on his test that he was cramming for, so...
He swims now?
Yeah, he swims now.
He's already reaping the benefits. He's learned how to swim. He floats.
He's still too hot.
He's too hot for you to feel like he could get even a little bit of dirt on him.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, are you calling to qualify for the $20 gift card? Well, you have to call back because you called too early, and you already got your comment in. So let's take the first caller right now at 206-421-9393. Who wants to be the winner this morning?
Me. Oh.
I'm a little worried about Vinny, though. I think he kind of jumps into things a little, sometimes.
But you saw him in the studio just like researching like crazy. I mean, it's been a month, and he's done so much research.
I'm a little nervous.
If I can help Hotshot out with this point here, I don't know if he needs any, but I'm going to do it anyway. He's trying to figure out if this is more a phase that's going to fade, and by the time it does, he's going to be like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. You can't. And trying to decipher whether this is a true life decision.
I understand that, but...
The difference between a phase he's going through and a reasonable life decision that he's making. All right, but let's put that off a couple of seconds and get ourselves a winner. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes?
Where are my parents? I wanna hurt them.
You call me a truck? Helicopter?
Why?
Harry the helicopter. Remember him?
Why would this guy sing a couple of bars of Somewhere Over the Rainbow in an effort to try to win?
Remember Harry the helicopter? We played that cut, that little kid?
Yeah, I do, but
and that's what the kid sang on the cut we had.
Where are what?
Where are my parents? Remember he was the fat kid at the camp?
Yeah, that's right.
I thought he was singing Where Are My Tickets?
No, Where Are My Parents? Remember that Harry the helicopter?
This caller, I thought he was singing Where Are My Tickets?
I don't think so. It sounded like he said Where Are My Parents, but maybe.
So he just wanted to bring up something from 9 years ago.
Yes, sounds like it.
Out of nowhere.
Wow.
When I'm looking for a winner, a $20 gift card, he could care less about any gift card and qualifying for $100 and maybe putting himself in line for $10,000 in cash. He just was dying to get, after all this time, his impersonation of Harry the helicopter out on the air. That's what you're telling me.
Been calling for 9 years trying to get through, yes. Finally, he nailed it. It's pretty good, too. I forgot all about it and I loved it.
Talk about perseverance. I didn't even know what the hell he was doing. Glad you're here this morning. John, is this... Oh, let me find a random caller. Let's see here. 421-9393. He said stalling to see who's calling in for the... okay, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello. This is Kelly. I'm calling for the stimulus.
Well, you don't sound excited enough. Let's go to this line. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. 421-9393. I want to hear an upbeat-sounding voice this morning. Is that too much to ask for?
Not on a Friday. Especially on a Friday.
Am I asking too much on a Friday morning?
No.
Leading into a very beautiful spring weekend.
That's right.
With the snow falling as we speak. Yes.
God, it's wonderful.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm on the air.
That's what I want to hear.
Oh, my God. I've been trying so long to call you guys. I'm going to start crying.
All right. Starting to make me want to puke now. Be careful what you wish for, Trey. Who's this?
This is Caitlin.
Caitlin?
Yes.
And where are you calling from?
I am in the heart of Ballard right now, about to pull into work.
Oh, the heart of Ballard, not the outskirts of Ballard. It's good to know she's in the heart of Ballard.
And where exactly is that?
It's on Market Street.
Oh, well, then you're right. That is definitely
That's the heart. The rest is just a bunch of just distracting, meaningless areas. You got
No, it's great down here. There's a cupcake place.
Well, yeah, my point is Ballard is Ballard. There's no heart. There's no extraneous extremities. It's all heart.
Oh, whatever, T-Man.
If you, don't start getting argumentative. You either accept it or we're going to move on to someone else.
I think she was flirting with you, kind of.
I didn't get that.
I did.
You're on the air.
Well, she's done.
She wanted her spanking.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
I'm trying to get the gift card. You ready to give it away?
I don't know if I'm ready to give it away. It seems like I'm not ready to give it away. What do you think? Who's this?
This is Jose.
Jose. Are you calling from the heart of Ballard?
No, sir.
Where are you calling from?
Bremerton right now.
Bremerton.
Yeah.
Are you calling from the gut of Bremerton? The buttocks of Bremerton? The heart? The soul? Where? I mean, we gotta differentiate now.
I'm not familiar with Bremerton.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in it.
That's all I know.
Not the truth.
Well, what could I do for you? You said your name was what?
Jose.
Jose. What can I do for you, Jose?
The gift card.
No way, Jose.
No way.
You want to win the Seattle Suntan gift card?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a little...
I just wanted upbeat. What
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking for at this point, because Caitlin certainly was upbeat and didn't
She
get
was really good until she got testy.
It got her nowhere fast.
Well, it's not this guy's fault if he's just not an upbeat person in life, you know. If you're born a stiff, you're born a stiff. Nothing you can do about it.
Jose, tell me something about your life, please.
Uh,
All right, well.
Wow, okay.
What do I do for you?
Well, you really have trouble giving stuff away to people, don't you?
I find it like pulling teeth here. I think I'm asking simple questions.
You are.
I don't think I'm asking the world of people.
Well, and it is Friday.
Just want to have a nice Friday friendly conversation.
Right.
That's all I'm looking for.
Right.
I don't think I'm making people bend over a barrel.
I don't think so.
You're on the air. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Katie, and I'm calling from the spleen of Tacoma.
The spleen of Tacoma. She's off to a good start here, Terry. That's a very funny line, almost. Katie, what can I do for you this morning?
I'm calling to see if I can win that gift card and get qualified for some money.
And what are you going to be doing today and this weekend and the rest of your life?
I'm going to be working today.
And what do we do, Katie, in the spleen of Tacoma?
I do administrative work.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty boring, but I like it.
You like it, and that's all that matters. If it gets you to get a little hop in your step from point A to point B and then back again to point A, maybe make a little side step to point C, a little happy hour action after point B. I think you're following along, maybe not. And maybe some stranger's house, point D, and then back home to point A. That's all we ask for. You know what I'm saying, Katie? Well, can you explain it to me? Because I have no idea what I said. Katie, are you a single woman? Are you married? Are you involved with anyone? What's your story?
I'm
I'm married.
You're a married woman.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the lucky guy?
My husband.
Wow. To think I never saw that one coming.
Gee, I know.
Mm-hmm. And he have a first name or what?
He does, but he doesn't really like it when I call the radio station, so...
So if you give his first name, everyone's going to... Oh, Katie and Jack. Oh,
I know her. I know him,
from the
too.
spleen of Tacoma. What is she doing embarrassing Jack like that, saying his name on the air?
Oh, Jack. Oh.
Katie is so rude to her husband. Come on, Katie. Is it really that big a deal? Apparently it is. Okay, we'll move on. We'll work with you from the spleen of Tacoma. You told us what you do, administrative work. Any other questions for Katie? How old are you, Katie?
I'm 27.
And why did we settle down with this anonymous husband at such a young age, Catherine? What is Katie short for?
Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Oh, Terry, I'm all over it, don't
Tough,
you know?
yeah.
Why married so young, 27, the world at your feet, and I'm assuming you don't sound like a newly married woman, at least over the past, year. You've been married for, I'm going to say...
A year and a half.
A year and a half. That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
How long have you been married?
A year and a half.
You're unbelievable.
How does he do it? And he just felt at age 25 and a half it was a good time or what?
Yeah.
Huh?
He had just graduated from law school, so I figured it was...
Wow, you figured he ain't no good for nothing? I'll hitch my wagon to his hitch.
Absolutely.
That's what you do with a hitch and wagon? I don't know.
You do it.
And it's worked out well so far?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big shot lawyer. Why is she working?
She never claimed he was a big shot lawyer. She just said he graduated law school. And I'm assuming she feels he has potential.
There you go.
How's that potential panning out for this hubby of yours, Katie?
He's on my couch every day.
He's on a fast track to nowhere, huh?
So we have tons of money in education and schools.
There's an ambulance now. What is he doing standing still? So he's doing okay or what?
Mm-hmm.
You happy with your selection in husbands?
Very much so.
Okay. And all you're looking for is, at this time, what, Katie?
Tanning, gift card, and qualification for more money.
Mm-hmm. Now, tanning isn't for everybody. It's becoming more and more for everybody every day. But is it the kind of thing you would do? Would you really use... Oh, geez.
Wow, what
the anonymous husband is breathing all over Katie right now.
Are you married to Darth Vader?
Okay.
What was that? What was that noise?
It's my dog.
It's your dog?
Doing what?
You never knew about a dog, Katie.
I thought you were at work.
I did too.
It's time to go outside to go potty. And he's
Oh, they do love potty.
And the dog's opening the door for you?
Yeah.
He knows her schedule, and the dog realizes that Katie's late for her little sashaying outside and going potty, Terry. Because Jack her husband hates when she goes in the house. What kind of dog you got, Katie?
He's a mixed breed little mutt. He's like...
Wow, that makes two of you, huh?
He's a Schnauzer mixed with a Blue Heeler.
Blue Heeler. You'll be taking those by 6 p.m. tonight.
6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that too late?
Kidding me? Of course.
Okay. Katie, you sound lovely.
Thank you.
That means that you're a qualifier for the morning, baby.
Yay!
I hope you and your anonymous husband and your little dog too will be very happy.
Thank you.
And I hope
really
you get a lot out of your $20 gift card, and I hope it leads to $100 and maybe even $10,000 for Katie and her somewhat newlywed, hoping to be a big shot lawyer husband.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope if you win the $10,000, it won't unmotivate him to becoming the huge lawyerly superstar that he's going to be, right?
No. It'll help us out a lot.
Sounds like you need it if I'm detecting the tone of your voice correctly.
Well, we just, we had to move out here from Spokane, and our house was on the market for 7 months before it finally sold, so.
Oh, only 7 months, man. You're way ahead of the game. What are you talking about? Cry me a frickin' river. Yeah. My parents' house has been on the market for 2 years. They're complaining every day.
What kind of law does he want to practice?
What kind of law does he practice?
Yeah.
It's criminal prosecution.
Ooh. Oh, so he's after the bad guys, huh? All right, let's cut the line. Anyway. There she goes.
Wow, very good.
Katie and a guy who wants to bust us all and send us away forever so he can put another feather in his frickin' cap. Husband.
Yep.
No wonder he wants to keep his name anonymous. Well, good luck to him, and good luck to you, and may you all rot in hell. Anyway, no.
Wow.
How you feeling on Katie's looks?
No, I like Katie. I think Katie's
She sounds
cute.
really
I
nice.
think she's sweet. I
Yeah.
think someone's got to try the bad guys, right?
Sure.
Is that what she basically said, that he's in criminal prosecution?
prosecutor,
Yep.
So all of us that get in trouble, he's looking to make it that much more compounded with some extra fun time and community service and who knows what else, and fines and right. Anyway, we won't hold that against her.
No.
As I said,
Congratulations.
someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
It's a great time for tanning, too, with the snow falling.
Oh, I know.
Definitely going spray tanning today.
You are?
I have
Give
to.
yourself
I
some
can't stand it.
sun, something.
You can't stand it here?
I can't stand the weather, yes. I'm going to have to go get brown somehow. It's not getting me from going outside. Yes.
So if you get brown, you forget that you're
I
in...
do. I do a little bit. I look
that's the whole
I look at
thing.
my legs, and they look dark, and it reminds me of summer.
Yeah, that's a whole...
Your mind is so easily tricked.
And I see my weenus in the shower, and it's Puerto Rican, and I love it.
Nothing makes you feel better than that, huh? Nothing better than a Puerto Rican weenus in the shower to get your spirits up.
That's right.
There you go.
Been saying that for years.
And then you wash and go with Pert Plus, and you're...
With this haircut, I do, yes.
Yes.
Wash and go.
Wow. Talk about the simple life. I might be right there with you.
Let's do it.
Yes.
I'll spray you if you spray me.
That's an offer I can't refuse.
The 5 o'clock traffic jam. Y'all feel me, man?
T-Man stimulus package, man, worth $10,000.
Come on, that's right. Eric Powers, Dirty Harry.
Come on.
You want your shot at $100? Listen to our show today at 4:10.
I said $10,000.
That's right.
And Britney Spears tickets, we're giving those away today at 5:20. Don't miss it.
Seattle's #1 hit music station, KUBE 93.
Fast and Furious. Rated PG-13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
It's week 7, and I, Pasty Dave, am done with cigarettes. My clothes don't smell like smoke, climbing the stairs is a breeze, and I have to say, times are tough, and I am saving $200 a month on cigarettes. I wake up, I feel better, and I'm saving money every day. No more procrastinating. You gotta quit with me. Call 1-800-QUIT NOW to talk to your own quit coach and get a free supply of nicotine gum or patches. And you can keep track of my progress at quitline.com.
Mazda of Everett has 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, 0% interest, and liquidation pricing on every vehicle in stock. MazdaofEverett.com.
Hiding out in Hawaii? This seems to be so true.
Yeah.
We spotted Riri arriving at the Honolulu airport yesterday. Word is the singer's there to work at a local recording studio. Rihanna's Hawaiian...
I thought she was hiding out.
Well...
She's hiding out in Hawaii. Why don't we just call it a vacation? How about that?
Okay, she's on vacation.
She hides out in some pretty exotic places. Next week, I think I'll hide out in France. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Lucky Riri.
Oh, Riri's so cute. She's coming back around. I told ya.
She'll be back to her old self in no time.
Told ya.
Huh.
Stronger than ever.
If you got your ass beat, you might be hiding too.
Well,
you know.
I don't think there's any shame in being on the receiving end of a good old ass whooping. That's pretty much my every week in high school. I came back for more, trying to learn something.
You won some of them, right? You didn't lose every fight.
Well, there's the fights where I sucker punched the guy before he was about to pummel me, yeah.
Then ran?
Yeah. I was pretty wiry. I could slip through some cracks here and there and escape the damage for a while, yeah. So I won. If that's you considering me winning a fight, then yeah. I threw a hell of a punch for a 99-pound Ribby Robbie, I'll tell you that.
That's right.
Good job.
Because I would wail back and fire at someone's face.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wail away.
I had a lot of anger built up in me. Some would say I still do, Terry.
Oh,
come on.
Geez,
How about the prom?
I don't know.
Bring up the prom.
And it's gonna make you angry to find out that I screwed up in the last segment. I was supposed to give away the $100 in the last segment. I wound up giving away the $20 gift card when that was supposed to happen at 8:10 as opposed to 7:10. I got it backwards.
Oh.
So I'll tell you what I'll do.
Okay.
I was supposed to announce the winner from yesterday's qualifiers at 7:10 and then pick a qualifier for today at 8:10. And I got it backwards. Pasty Dave, behind the glass, should be running out and tackling me or doing something to let me know I'm screwing it up.
Sorry, dude. I was opening some gum.
He's too busy chewing the gum like a madman to even notice.
Would you stop?
But we're all going to come out the better for it, because in the next segment, instead of just calling out the name of the person who was the winner amongst the qualifiers yesterday, I'll have another $20 gift card winner. How about that? We'll double down.
Double down,
We'll
yes.
double down on this morning's qualifiers. We'll give away two $20 Seattle Suntan gift cards and make two people qualify.
I like that better.
For the $100. In the meantime, let me take a couple of calls. It's a Friday morning. There's a lot of people. You're throwing up your hands like you're getting no attention this morning. Is that what I'm seeing?
Got a pile of stuff.
I understand you got a pile of stuff. Let me slip in one call here. We'll do some stuff. We'll take some calls. It's Friday morning. Got to talk to the people who have some issues, concerns, some problems on their plate, or some maybe happy, fun stories to share with us before the weekend hits in full stride. Whatever the case may be, let's talk to the people. You're on the air. 421-9393 is the number to call. That's 206-421-9393. And Josh, you're on the air. Good morning.
Well, good morning, T-Man.
Well, good morning, Josh.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just doing a little radio show. Don't mind me. What's on your mind there, Josh?
Well, I need a little bit of advice. I have quite a peculiar situation going on here. And,
well, you came to the right place, Josh, because not only do I give the soundest, best advice that you'll ever find, but I do it free of charge, especially in peculiar situations, as you pointed out. Yeah, so what can we assist you with this morning there, Joshua?
All right, situation. I've been with my girlfriend for about a year and a half now, right? And, we got sex and stuff, of course, a lot, and everything's been pretty normal,
You have a good, active, normal sex life. Is that what you're sharing with us there, Josh, beside your tree? Is that what you're sharing with us, Joshua?
I think he is.
Mm-hmm. So a typical relationship, it sounds like thus far. Josh, who was how old approximately? You want to give me a real age, a fake age? Wait, I don't know if you gave a real name, a fake name. I don't know where we're going with this call. I don't know how private and peculiar it's going to turn out to be, but I feel something big coming here.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm 24.
24. And how long ago did you meet this girl?
I'm sorry?
How long ago did you meet this girl? You said you'd been going out for how long?
Year and a half.
A year and a half.
Okay. Yeah.
Would you say you're in love with this girl?
I don't know. I was.
Well, if you don't know after a year and a half, I don't know if you're ever really going to be in love with a girl you've been with for that long.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love her. She's a great girl.
But something happened that has you questioning your relationship and or your love.
Yes.
All right. Well, share with us what that is.
All right. Well, like I said, everything's been pretty normal. We don't do nothing like freaky or anything. But about a month ago, I was looking through her closet and I saw that she had this, pirate costume, a female's pirate costume from, Halloween, however long ago. I don't know.
Now, how many already are feeling the bullcrap caller of the day situation approaching us?
Hold on, let me see how many
here
Terry
on the phone
cameras are,
lines?
too.
Josh, I hope you're not setting us up. I hope you're not wasting our time. And you're constructing the bullcrap caller of the day scenario. I hope if you're really calling for free advice, that this is a true situation happening to you and not just your crafty way of making some splash on the airwaves. All right, Josh? Because we've heard it before. We're radio pros, and we can smell it a mile away.
Radio geniuses. Why do I feel like some kind of butt pirate joke is going to come here or something? Why am I sensing it's a big setup for a mediocre punchline?
Okay, well, let's see where we're going here.
All right.
Josh, you found a female pirate costume in her closet. All right, he just turned on his oxygen tank. Don't mind that. Yeah. All right, so what happened after you discovered that bit of wardrobe?
That's what I'm saying. She went to the bathroom, okay? And I'm a pretty silly dude, so I put it on, right? And waited for her to come out. Now, it's like a...
How'd you know she was going to go so long? How did you know that? All right, so you had this idea in mind that when she came back from the bathroom, after squeezing out a hefty heater, that you would be laid up in her bed, or I don't know if that was part of the equation, but you had her pirate costume on and you were going to surprise her with it.
Right.
Okay.
To be silly.
Sounds fun-loving. Sounds like the silly boyfriend that Josh claims he is.
So silly.
He's the silly boyfriend type, Terry.
I'm on board so far.
He's
barely.
the gagging type. One
Gagging?
just, well, take it how you will.
He's so wacky.
He's the wacky boyfriend type. Okay, so she comes back and she, expects things like this from Josh. So I'm sure she wasn't blown away with any kind of overwhelming emotion. She was just realizing, hey, it's my wacky boyfriend at it again. Right, Josh? What happens when she gets back from the bathroom?
She comes out of the bathroom, and I'm wearing it. And, of course, there's like a little bit of chuckle. But then, she kind of I don't know, she seemed kind of into it. To break it down, she seemed kind of into it. And so, after that,
Into it how? Are you suggesting she got sexually turned on by you in the pirate outfit? It was a female pirate's outfit. What differentiates between...
Don't they have a little skirt?
So you had a skirt on, Josh?
Yeah, it was like a skirt and almost like a bra kind of top. And
do the female pirates wear a patch? No, they don't.
No.
So you had no patch on.
If they only have one eye, they do.
Nope.
Well, female pirates always have two eyes.
Okay, just
because they never wear a patch. All right, so you had the skirt and the bra, and I'm trying to figure out what part of the costume identifies it as a pirate's costume. It's a piratey skirt and a piratey bra. and the canary on the shoulder. Okay, go ahead.
And the little bandana on and...
Yeah, so she sees you when she gets turned on. She starts getting really moist in the vaginal area and then some.
Not quite. But the fact is I had this thing on, and she starts, kissing me, and that, of course, leads to sex. But the thing is, she's been asking me to put it on lately. This is the problem. This is where the problem.
This is the made-up problem here. Yes, go ahead, Josh.
Grab collar of the day.
We'll be laying there, and she'll be like, "You should put the pirate suit on. You should put the pirate."
So
Listen to him.
None of Josh's spring 09 line is working for her right now.
No, she wants the pirate costume back on him again.
Even when he puts on his best outfit from winter 2008, 2009, he ain't getting anywhere with her. All that gets her going is the thought of him in that female pirate suit.
Female pirate suit. And it's starting to trip me out, and that's why I'm calling. What do I do about this?
It's starting to bug Josh, Terry.
Well, you shouldn't have pulled it out of the closet in the first place.
Oh, so to speak. He is not some little bit of amusement. If he's not good enough to turn her on, and it takes a pirate female costume to get her going, then where is he at in this relationship after a year and a half of hard service?
And by the way, he doesn't even know if he loves her anyway, so what difference does it make?
Well, he doesn't know if he loves her now because he has to become some spectacle on display for her to get all...
Like, men don't like it when their women dress up in some kind of...
This is not dressed up. This is, if you're taking them seriously, some weird fetish that she has.
Like, men don't have weird fetishes. Ooh, pretend you're a hooker tonight. Put on a new little
tell
wig.
You about. Anyway,
ooh, be
Josh,
a maid.
Have you told her this is really starting to bug you? Have you told her this is starting to get under your skin to such a degree that it's really annoying now, or what?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, I told her, and
what did your made-up girlfriend say?
Laughs at it, like, oh, I think it's funny or whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, what's going on? Even the first couple of times, I was like, okay, whatever.
First couple of times, so you've done this more than once.
He's come.
But you're afraid that it's not going to be long into the weekend, this weekend, where the pirate outfit has to go on again, and you have to start saying "arg" and stuff like that for her to get even remotely interested in having sex with you.
Thinking about burning the thing, personally.
Yeah, but doesn't he have to act like a girl pirate, so you can't say "arg"?
What do girl pirates?
Hey, I'm really trying to get dialed in here.
You got to say "arget." I don't know. Anyway, Josh is fed up. All right. So what are your options now, Josh? You want to A, burn the costume, B,
break up with her,
C, go with the flow, or D,
just do it.
Well, that's go with the flow. Or D.
I don't know. There really is no D. That's about it.
snapping on some terrible rampaging killing spree. That wouldn't be very
Let's not
productive.
go there then.
Kill yourself first if you're ever going to do that.
Well, Terry, which of the three options that are on the table are best? Go with the flow. Just keep putting on the costume to make her happy. If we're taking his weird-ass story at face value,
just
this is
keep
all
going with it.
This is all that gets her going. Or what were the other two options? I can't.
Break up with her.
Break up with her. Or tell her that he ain't doing it anymore. And
Stand his ground and be a man.
And if he ain't good enough for her without the costume, well, then she better find another boyfriend right quick. Is that pretty much the one you're leaning towards, or what, Josh?
Honestly, I'm thinking about just saying screw it and going with the flow.
Is it the fact that it's a girl's pirate costume that bugs him? What if it was a guy's pirate costume? Would you feel a little better?
Not even the fact of the costume. I could care less.
It's a thought behind
I'm down
it.
for whatever. Usually, it's just the fact that she seems into it. It's like, why is she asking me to put this on and trying to shrug it off as like, oh, well, it's just because I think it's funny or whatever, blah blah. But it's not funny. It's been like a dozen times now.
What if you shake it up with the Quasimodo costume this weekend? Does that do anything for her or no?
I don't know. Maybe if it's a female. Maybe
you need a little variety in your costume selections. But she seems to take a strong liking to the female pirate costume.
Well, maybe there's something else. Kind of maybe she has an attraction to females.
The cross-dressing aspect of it. And how, in this perfect world, does this costume of hers fit you just so well? Are you the same size as her or what?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I'm not a very big guy.
You're not a big guy.
I think so.
However, she's a pretty big girl. You do the math.
Large man.
Josh, it sounds like you're leaning towards going with the flow.
I'm kind of, I don't know what else to do. I really do dig her. She's a great girl and everything. It's just, I don't know. I'm just kind of creeped out by it all, really. It's like, it's very bizarre to me.
Well, you can always hang your hat on how much mileage you got out of this bogus story here on the air, Josh. So, take solace in that. Okay, Josh?
Alrighty.
All right. You report back to us on how things are going in your, 10% chance of
being true
of this story being true kind of scenario.
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
All right.
And then we'll see how much conviction you have in reporting back to us, and we'll decide whether we believe you or not. Okay?
I'm telling you, I'm not BSing. This is real.
This is a true story.
You're kind of blowing
We're not taking them seriously enough. We're blowing them off, Terry.
What would she say if we called her and said, "Hey, what's the deal?"
No.
She's gonna make him sing tunes from South Pacific this weekend, and we're not taking him seriously enough.
She would kill me if you called her. She would probably break up with me.
Mm-hmm. Josh, if you can't take it anymore, you can't take it anymore. What can we tell you? All right?
Right.
Things can get worse with girlfriends. Let's just put it that way, all right?
They could.
Yes. Don't get us started. We wish you well, Josh.
Good luck with Arrgh.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Q93.
Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
It's Cube 93. From the producers of Little Miss Sunshine.
You think you can make a ton of cash cleaning up after dead people? Yes.
Comes the movie.
I just got filled in. With a little bit of news. Let me finish the statement.
Oh, sorry. Excited for you.
By Hot Shot Scott during the break. He told me some very important information that you would never tell me.
What?
That Jamie Lynn Spears, as of tomorrow, turns 18 years of age. So on all fronts, she becomes a legal target in all sexual ways.
Wow.
However, like many 18-year-olds these days, by the time they turn 18, she is already a damaged goods. She's already a mommy 2 years in, Terry. So it would have been a big whoop kind of day that she's turning 18. As I said, on all fronts, no need for concerns on any level. Jamie Lynn Spears is an appropriate target for anyone to do anything they want of any kind of consensual nature with her.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, she has to go and spoil everyone's fun and get good knocked up by some hick in Timbuktu somewhere out there a long time ago, yes.
Louisiana. Yeah.
So it's really no big deal and making no headlines whatsoever that tomorrow's the day that she's turning 18.
happy birthday.
That's all we got left for you, Jamie Lynn, is happy birthday.
Yeah.
But, it's a big deal, I guess.
I guess.
Terry, the big deal that I can share with you on a different front is that we have a name that was pulled out as far as qualifiers from yesterday.
Okay.
That won $20 gift cards. The following person has won $100, which puts them in line for $10,000 in stimulus cash, and that person is Keisha Smith.
Yay, Keisha!
Of Seattle. Maybe you've heard of it, Washington, Terry.
I have heard of it.
The only place where it may not be snowing right now, because up where Hot Shot comes from, Pleasantville, where as I said, the houses are all nice and rode and tidied up, and it's like he came out of a snow globe this morning. He was, luckily, with his four-wheel drive, watching everyone slide down their driveways, and you were able to...
I didn't have the four-wheel this morning. I had the wife's car.
Really?
Yeah, bad move.
Really?
Why'd you do that on a day where it's dumping out there?
I didn't think it was that bad, I swear.
Huh.
I didn't think it was going to be that
so you
bad.
left the Durango in the driveway.
There you go.
I don't even know what your wife drives, but you take that to work.
And there you go.
Wow.
It did pretty good, though. I was surprised. But, yeah, I was definitely...
It is dumping as bad as I hear from callers out there, right?
Ridiculous.
In the Snoqualmie, in the areas where you're anywhere above, like 100 feet above sea level, it's like snowing like there's no tomorrow out there, right?
We're like 900 feet above snow level. I wanted to just stop and take a picture so you guys could see it. You would not. You think I was calling from like Norway or something? Taking pictures from vacation in the Alps.
And you check it out. You start rolling down the street, and you don't feel like you need to go back and get your four-wheel drive, or what?
I just didn't want to be any later than I already was going to be, so I just kept smashing on through. It did okay though.
So you're doing 20 down the early parts of 90 coming high 90 coming here, and
30 to 35. Then by Issaquah, we're going speed limit.
Wow.
All right.
Not good. People sliding all over the place early in the morning. Who needs it in April?
Should I call Keisha Smith and let her know she's the winner? I think she's hearing her and she knows enough already. I've ignored your stuff so much this morning, Terry.
Well, just keep on ignoring. Give her a call. Make her feel good.
I'll call her at some point this morning. I got to find a qualifier, too, because I screwed that up in the last hour. I got to find a second qualifier. We're going to do that in a couple of seconds. But give me a couple of stories for the morning. What's happening out there on this Friday besides Jamie Lynn? Going to turn 18 tomorrow. Not today. Tomorrow. She shares the same birthday
as
with a national treasure personified.
Terry Free.
Well, not that big a deal. No, this is... Well, I'll let you think about it, and I'll let you know in a couple of seconds. Terry's been waiting long enough to give some of her stories and get the ball rolling on
important stuff.
The stuff that's been accumulating on our pile.
Yes.
Usually the good stuff is in mid-pile, so let's start with the early stories that you have for the morning. What do you have?
Really quickly, again, we're just confirming for everybody that Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson have not broken up, and they're all tired of the rumors that they have been.
Oh, phew, now I can sleep better. I feel like now I'm listening to a rerun. Now I feel like Hot Shot, I couldn't make it to work because I've heard the story 16 times already.
And that's the thing. That's my point. They're so tired of hearing the rumors themselves that it just keeps getting recycled.
Apparently they love it, which is why they keep coming out with statements saying we're doing just fine, blah, 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 and eventually maybe we're past the point that nobody cares. Okay, what else?
And yesterday
This is what you've been waiting to tell us about?
No.
That Samantha Ronson and Lindsay Lohan are happily living ever after?
I'm moving on now because you don't want to hear about it.
I just did.
I know. Also, I have an update for you on Britney Spears and her little backup dancer boyfriend that she's, well, I don't know if you want to call him the boyfriend yet, but apparently rumor has it that she's, sleeping with him in order to try and win back Kevin Federline.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Kevin Federline is such the tough get for her these days. If Britney wants Kevin Federline back, am I assuming wrong that all it would take is for her to make a phone call over to his fat ass these days?
He's got a girlfriend.
All he's doing is living off Britney's money for the past 2 years.
This number's been disconnected.
And gaining 60, 70, 80 pounds. He's got a new girlfriend, and you're telling me that if Britney snapped her fingers, she wouldn't be able to get him back in her life?
Apparently not.
If she really was motivated and really tried and used her full Britney effort to get Kevin Federline back in her world, you're saying she can't.
Right.
And the only reason she's getting all freaky with this new backup dancer dude is to get the attention of K-Fed.
I am.
Okay.
That's what they're saying here, according to OK Magazine. He's trying to, get him jealous so that he breaks up with the girlfriend.
Wonderful.
And that the whole family can come back together.
Keep rolling.
Update on Dante Stallworth. He surrendered. He turned himself in yesterday.
Do you want to share with everyone who Dante Stallworth is?
Dante Stallworth is the Cleveland Browns receiver.
Wide receiver, yes. Played with multiple teams.
Yes.
Little moments with the Eagles. Started out with the New Orleans Saints, if I'm not mistaken.
Had his helmet popped off by Ken Hamlin at Quest Field.
Really?
One of the most famous pictures in the NFL now.
That was Ken Hamlin's first game in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
it
you're
was
right.
on opening day a bunch of years ago, and on Ken Hamlin's first game in the NFL and as a Seahawk, he nails Dante Stallworth. His helmet comes flying off his head and gets launched in the air about 16 feet, and that replay is used over and over again to show how non-violent and fun a league this beautiful sport can be. Yes.
Well, one of these days, there will still be a head inside of a helmet when it comes off.
Okay, great.
Can't
Look
wait for
forward
that
to
day.
That'll be the day with a rating spike like there's no tomorrow.
Anyway, if anybody doesn't know or not up to speed,
So to speak.
he hit and killed a pedestrian in Miami Beach last
But the
month.
pedestrian was not in a crosswalk or anything.
I understand
the
that.
pedestrian was
He was just getting off of work.
but
and
was
he
walking across the street in an illegal fashion, in a fashion by which he could have gotten a ticket himself.
Right, and I'm sure that's what the defense attorney is going to use.
I mean,
for Dante.
yes, it turns out, or at least the reports are suggesting, that Dante Stallworth was intoxicated.
Yeah, .126.
When the man was struck. However, if the man had been on the sidewalk, then Dante wouldn't be in this problem. If the man had not been in the middle of the street illegally, then Dante would have probably made it home just fine in his drunken state, and no one would have known anything.
The other
So
thing-
whose fault is this really?
wait.
The guy died?
He did.
It's hard to make it.
59-year-old.
How old?
59.
A 59-year-old man wandering in the
Family
street
and a
all
wife.
faded?
Yep.
With a family?
Yeah.
Hey, do you feel sorry for the 59-year-old man? You're trying to make a sob story out of this. He has a family, blah, blah, blah. Then why is he walking drunk in the street?
He wasn't drunk.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't drunk.
Dante was drunk.
Then what is he doing in the middle of the street?
I told you he had just gotten off of work. Okay, I think he had just gotten off like a bus or something and was.
Oh, if he just got off a bus and he's walking.
And he was walking to wherever.
From one half of the street to the sidewalk, that's one thing.
So.
But I don't know. I pictured my visual of all this is he's kind of meandering in the middle of the road there, not knowing where he's really at. It was like 4 in the morning. What is a guy doing in the middle of the street at 4 in the morning? Can't be. What?
He worked construction.
Was he on the job when he was struck? No.
No, but I'm saying he was.
You're not answering my question as to what he's doing in the middle of the street at 4 in the morning.
Crossing the street probably to get to his car or whatever.
A second ago, you had him getting off a bus. Now he's not getting off a bus?
No. Listen, he was getting off the bus and then he was walking across the street, and that's when Dante hit him. Now, apparently, Dante saw him crossing the street and flashed his lights at him.
Well, if you flash your lights, don't you have enough time to slow down?
Exactly.
He's like, I did enough. Screw you.
Yep, it's like a video game.
Exactly.
I gave you a warning.
Full throttle.
Was he going well over the legal rate of speed?
I would say yes.
Well, don't say
But I
yes.
don't know.
Either
It's not in my story.
Well,
How
if it's not-
fast
If
it was
it's
going.
not in your story, then obviously it's probably not one of the significant aspects of the charges. So I'm going to assume, if it's not in your story, that he was going the speed limit or below.
Okay.
Or they would point it out, don't you think?
Probably.
They pointed out that he was driving intoxicated.
Yes.
Which I'm not trying to necessarily defend Dante Stallworth. I'm just saying that isn't it interesting how things work out in this world? If the guy had been in a crosswalk, then maybe Dante Stallworth sees signs that indicate that a crosswalk's coming up, blah, 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 and he doesn't get himself into this kind of trouble. Or maybe he doesn't, in which case then you would have no leg to stand on in trying to defend Dante Stallworth. But the guy's crossing the street illegally, unless you give me the scenario of him getting off a bus and was just kind of just trickling from the bus to the sidewalk, which is a whole different kind of perspective. But he's just kind of in the middle of the street where it's illegal to be. If he's not there, Dante doesn't hit anyone, gets nestled in his bed, goes to sleep just fine. That doesn't happen because this guy's in the middle of the street illegally, and now he's a murderer. You see how things work out in this world?
I do. DUI manslaughter is what the charges are.
A murderer. That's what he is. Because this guy was, by some stroke of fate, in the middle of the street illegally.
And not everybody walks to a crosswalk at 4 a.m. You think you're okay.
Right.
Not a lot of cars coming at 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm. And believe me, I'm not looking for every crosswalk. I'm crossing streets, but you are if you're crossing streets in the middle of the night, you're aware of your surroundings. You're aware of what time it is, and you're aware that there are weirdos and drunken fools flying everywhere. And if you're not nimble enough to get from A to B, even if you see some headlights coming,
that are flashing at you, and you as the driver,
move
Dante.
your ass.
Oh, no. Slow down. You obviously see.
How do you know he didn't slow down? He probably couldn't get to a stop at that point because he was driving so fast. I don't know. You're saying there's no indication that he was driving over the speed limit. So I don't know what to make of this.
Right.
I'm not necessarily trying to defend Dante Stallworth. All I'm saying is a fine line between a mild offender and all of a sudden a murderer.
I understand.
He's a murderer now. Why? Because some guy was crossing the street illegally.
Well, and he was also intoxicated, so obviously being intoxicated slows down your reflexes and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the reflexes fast enough to flash his beams at the dude.
That is what,
That was a move your ass message.
Well, and then but again, if people are saying, if the reports say that, or if he said I flashed my lights at him, well, if you were capable of flashing your lights, why weren't you capable of at least stopping or coming to a stop?
Slamming on the brakes,
right?
Slowing down at least.
Slowing down at least, so you didn't hit him.
Well, I don't have those answers. I wasn't there, and you're not giving me a lot of details from the story.
Well. The investigation, they're still investigating. He was released on $200,000 bail. So
but they're prepared to go after him as a murderer.
And, of course, his defense attorney is...
And there goes my fantasy football team, which I haven't drafted yet, and it's just a bullcrap. And I wouldn't draft him anyway. He's been sucky for a lot of years.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
It hasn't been that bad. I saw him play live at Tennessee.
Texters are saying it was 7 a.m., by the way. Why did I say 4 a.m.? Did you say it was 4 a.m.?
I didn't.
I like 4 a.m. I'm going with 4 a.m. Don't let facts get in the way of a good story.
Okay.
What is a guy doing in the middle of the street at 4 a.m.?
So it must be light out if it's 7. I mean,
right.
Yeah, 7 a.m. light is out pretty much in every city in this country.
Yeah.
Or it's a nice, serious dusk happening.
Sure.
Is dusk the early part of the morning?
Yes.
Dawn is at night.
No, dawn is in the morning.
Oh, dusk is at night.
Dusk
You're right.
Night.
You're right.
Nice, serious
dawn.
Yeah, I'm glad we can get that straight. A nice, serious dawn situation happening.
Took 3 of us.
If not full out light.
God, ratings. Rated genius.
Oh, the Texas would have gone mad then.
No, but you're right.
So what are? Let me see the rest of these texts. Are these texts on?
They're pissed.
You're ready to nail Dante Stallworth to the wall or what? Print them all out for me, Pastela. In the meantime, let me find a $20 gift card winner. Let me see. You're on the air. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Who's this?
Christine.
How are you?
I'm good.
And what can we do for you this morning, Christine?
I don't know. I wanted to see if I could maybe qualify to win some money.
Why do you sound so indecisive about it?
I'm not indecisive at all.
Well, you don't know. You're trying to see.
Well, I got to qualify. It's not a guarantee, so
no.
I know I want to go suntanning.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least she's positive.
What can you tell us about yourself, Christine? Real quick.
I don't know. What would you like to do?
How about not fighting me on this? So just give me some basics on your life.
23. About 5 foot tall. Weigh about 105.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I have
5 feet, 105, huh?
I had 48, 5'9", 200.
Aha! Your instincts are a little bit off there, I would say.
A little?
Yeah, how about you tell me a little bit about you?
At cup size?
Wow.
How are we doing with cup size there at 5 foot and 105 pounds? We got anything going on there? Any implants? Or are we going what?
It's a 34C.
34C due to the assistance of a skilled cosmetic surgeon or what?
No.
This is all you?
All me.
5 feet, 105, 34C.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The athletic type? The little kind of runty athletic stout type or what?
I don't know. Some would consider me lucky because I'm kind of lazy.
Lazy but not looking like you have a body of a lazy person.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. Do you not work out at all? Do you not really do much aside from maybe going to work here and there or what?
Exactly.
Do you work?
Yes.
What do you do?
Work with loans, mortgages.
So no. You don't work.
Stop.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of taking advantage of the recession.
All right. And you have a boyfriend, or what's the story there?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to go there because as soon as I tell you how long I've been with him, and
all right, I'm not really interested. Okay, hang on. You have won the stimulus initial prize of $20 at Seattle Suntan. Congratulations, Christine.
Thank you.
All right?
All right.
Okay. Do they have the kid-sized tanning bed for her, or what?
I don't know.
5 feet 105?
She can bring a friend, it sounds like.
The little suntanning lamps are laughing at her when she gets to that bed? Oh, we'll burn the hell out of you, babe. But they don't burn. No, not at Seattle Suntan. Anyway, I've been in their tanning beds, Terry, and I'm starting to get addicted.
Uh-oh.
Yeah!
Anorexia.
So there's another qualifier. Your $100 winner is Keisha Smith. Give her a quick call here.
Good deal.
So it's not like other contests where she has to call in, right? She wins regardless or what?
She's a winner. She's done.
Right.
Yep. $100.
Done deal.
Bing, bang, boom.
And the boom.
Wow. Love the boom.
The bang, the bang. And we'll throw in the boom.
Free of charge.
We give you it all here.
At all.
Whether she answers or not. Is this Keisha?
This is Keisha.
Keisha, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up?
I picked your name.
Oh,
Now you owe me.
I owe you?
You owe me big. Well, I mean, we give you the $100, but, you kind of owe me one in a matter of speaking, don't you think?
What a great contest. You called my name and now I owe you money.
Yeah.
What a deal.
Well, who said anything about money?
Yes.
So when do I get my $100?
Oh, take it easy, would you? You want us to shove it through our phone or what?
Yeah, we have a giant tube like at the bank drive-through. It goes right to our house. God.
Can you settle down and wait a couple of days or what? And this may put you in line, or actually it does put you in line, but maybe at the end of all this you'll win $10,000.
Yes.
Oh, so when do I get that?
Yeah, I know.
How does that feel, Christine? I mean, Keisha?
That feels great.
Steven's last girl? Yeah. That feels great?
The 105 girl.
Really?
I'm excited.
Start your weekend good?
I did.
You rubbing your nipples?
Wow.
No.
Oh.
I'm at work.
Well, that makes one of us then. I'm at work and I'm rubbing my nipples, so I guess I'll do it enough for the both of us. Anyway.
Congratulations.
Keisha,
Thank you, Terry.
congratulations.
Wonderful.
What do you do at work?
I'm a medical assistant.
Oh, all right. Well, let everyone know there that you've won $100 and you can go home now for the day.
Yay, I will. Thank you.
Yeah, she's like, whatever. I'm rich. Screw you all. I hated you guys from the beginning. Hang on, Keisha. I don't think it's that kind of money.
No, but $100 is $100.
You never know these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know. Okay. Enough these days to know $100 ain't screw you all kind of money.
We are going to need to see a stimulus package pass.
Let the T-Man stimulate you with my package. Ow!
T-Man, it'd be great if you just read from the script.
Who wants to grab a hold of the T-Man stimulus package?
I should have figured this was going to happen.
$100 a day, $20 Seattle Suntan gift cards, and a chance at $10,000 in cash, baby.
Powered by Seattle Suntan.
I'll just take care of this last line. You can get your package at 10:10 today with Shelly Hart.
KUBE 93.
Fast and Furious. Rated PG-13. Now playing theaters everywhere.
And we're back with the power play. It's James Bond leading the break. He dumps it into Forrest Gump, who's streaking up the ice. Gump with a behind-the-back pass to Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic back to Bond, and it's 2-on-1 again. Bond looking, passes to Batman on the wing. Batman with the center shot. Score! Batman scores! What a shot by the Dark Knight! And that's the power play from Hollywood Video and Movie Gallery. Join today and get $3 new releases with no late fees or due dates. Power play from Hollywood Video and Movie Gallery. Get ready to score!
Everyone loves getting more for their birthday, but during their 22nd birthday bash, Car Toys is giving you more. Through Sunday only, Car Toys is giving you even more savings on top of incredible once-a-year deals on car audio, video, and in-dash navigation. The more you buy, the more you save. Decks with iPod connection and HD radio, subs, amps, even DVD and in-dash navigation. Save an extra 15 to 50% on each additional item when you build out your system. Even get free gear. A Kenwood CD player with USB iPod connection, $89. Pioneer in-dash navigation with Bluetooth and iPod voice command, just $649. A 150-watt amp from Rockford Fosgate, just $129. Plus, the more you buy, the more you save. An additional 15 to 50% off. Even get free gear. Through Sunday only during Car Toys' 22nd birthday bash.
For 22 years, everybody goes home happy.
Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
A better way to go.
Cars for $5, $50, and $500. That's a Renton Honda Honda. This Saturday only. It's Bob Lamphier's Renton Honda's 5, $50, $500 sale. Starting at 2 p.m., Renton Honda will have cars priced at $5, $50, and $500. Plus, we'll be giving away a $500 cash prize. Buyers will be drawn randomly starting at 2 p.m. sharp. Sign up early for the 5, $50, $500 sales event. This Saturday starting at 2 p.m. The 5, $50, $500 sale means cars for $5, $50, and $500. Plus $500 in cash given away to one lucky winner. This Saturday only. And only at Renton Honda on Grady Way in Renton. You'll be so happy with your Renton Honda. You'll want to say, that's my Renton Honda honkin'.
This weekend only, Napa Auto Parts salutes the unsung hero of the parts world. A part that's proud to hold liquid, serve as a seat, or even be beaten on for entertainment. There are over 380,000 parts at Napa Auto Parts, but this weekend belongs to the bucket. It's the annual bucket sale at Napa Auto Parts. Save 25% on anything you can fit in our 5-gallon Napa utility bucket. Yours free with any $25 purchase. This is your chance to save 25% on filters, batteries, small car parts, tools, and everything to make your car shiny. Join us this weekend as we salute the world's water-wielding workhorse during the annual bucket sale. This weekend at participating Napa Auto Parts. Come in, get the good stuff, and save.
Visit your locally owned and operated Napa store this weekend for the Big Bucket Sale. Offer excludes sale items, some tools and equipment, and special orders. See store for details and get the good stuff.
AutoZone. Want your car to look great inside and out and save some money? Get in the zone. Your car takes a beating from the elements every day, and AutoZone can help you protect it. Right now at AutoZone, get your choice of Armor All whites for just $3.99 each. That's right, clean and protect your leather, vinyl, glass, and more for just $3.99. See store for restrictions and details. So keep your car looking its best. Get to AutoZone today. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
I'm going with you. I ain't coming back.
Universal Pictures presents Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster.
This is where my jurisdiction ends, and this is where mine begins.
Yeah! Now,
you sure you want to do this?
New model.
Trust me.
Original parts. Fast and Furious, directed by Justin Lin. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Limited editions of the original Fast and Furious films available on DVD.
What matters to you matters to JCPenney. We know that now more than ever, saving money is important. But saving money is nothing new for us. We were founded on the idea of giving our customers great quality at a great price. Values you have always counted on. We're stepping up our style with new exclusive designer collections. But we're making sure our prices stay as affordable as they've always been. Style, quality, and price matter. Every day matters. JCPenney. Step up your style at the JCPenney Appreciation Sale. Get amazing doorbusters Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Go to jcp.com to see everything on sale and print your bonus coupon. Style, quality, and price matter. JCPenney. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Offer ends April 4th.
Yo, the economy sucks right now. So when you go out to party, you...
Pasty has just informed me that he got a text message from Dump Truck Guy. He's not exactly sure when it came in, probably before the show began. I don't know what to make of it, Terry. Let me read a couple of text messages, then I'll finalize it with Dumpy's text, and we'll figure out what to do with it.
Pasty, I want to do you.
No, that was the one that came before the one that I'm going to read to you.
Okay.
in a few seconds. But let me make sure I get some text messages in here. 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. I know. At 8:24 and 15 seconds, dude, somebody writes, Dante Stallworth is a repeat offender, according to the NFL's website. Check it out. He was in the league substance abuse, broke the policy in 2007. T-Man stopped defending him.
Ooh.
I made clear that I was not really trying to defend him. I was more pointing out how life can be so fragile in so many ways, not just knowing, when your number's going to be up in this crazy world of ours, but just driving along. And clearly there seems to be no debate that he was driving drunk, so it's never going to be a situation where you feel sorry for anything that happens to a guy who drives drunk, I guess. But guys walking in the middle of the street, and now he's a murderer. That's all I was trying to point out. If the guy is not there, he probably makes it home fine, goes to sleep, and no one knows any worse about Dante Stallworth's life, as clearly we do now, since he is, quote-unquote, a murderer.
Or he misses that guy and hits a bus full of kids.
I'm just talking about the ironies in life.
Because,
Okay.
Accidents can change your life.
8:24 and 12 seconds. The reports are he stopped at a friend's house, thought he was okay to drive. The construction worker was just leaving his job site after a long night shift.
Right.
So the texters clearly are getting on me for even making some kind of mention of being on the side of Dante Stallworth, or at least suspending any kind of ill feelings towards him. Hey, I'm just talking aloud here, okay? Am I allowed to talk aloud?
You are allowed.
Apparently not. No, apparently not.
But at least you do it very loud.
You do.
8:15 and 59 seconds, dude. Somebody writes, when did they invent Oh, jeez. Freudian slip. When did they invent scratch and sniff radio? Because I can smell Terry's butt all the way here at 5.
Wow. Must be a downwind today, Terry.
Jeez.
8:14 and 13 seconds. Somebody writes, I want Terry to punch me square in the face with her magic melons and her ninja nipples. Signed.
Ninja nipples.
Signed. Small balls match the short shaft.
Is that right? Do they really?
That's quite the admission by this texter, huh?
So.
And it's not the same guy who a minute earlier was saying how he could pick up on the Terry Free presence in Fife.
Wow.
One's in the 253 and one's in the 425. So unless someone out there has got multiple numbers that he likes to text in from, there are a lot of fans of yours out there, Terry, that fire in 1 minute after the next to the text messaging system that we have. 8:03 and 30 seconds, dude. Somebody writes, what's up with Freddie Montero, the Sounder superstar, being a sexually assaultive, stalking deviant?
I have news on that.
Yeah, because I don't know about this. All I know is that the Sounders are like the craze frenzy of our area. I didn't know one of the players was in some kind of turmoil.
He is in some trouble.
You have not hit me with the story, Terry, at any point this week. Is this something that's been developing all week or what?
It just has been developing just over the last couple of days, actually.
And you were going to tell me about this when? You had it somewhere in your pile?
I had it today. This morning I had it.
All right. We only give you limited time, I understand.
Right. When I have a pile of stuff, and I tell you I have a pile of stuff,
well, this is a pretty big story.
It is, actually.
So what position on the big old soccer field does Freddie Montero play? Is it forward or...
Not a goal. He has 3 goals in the first 2 games, so I'm guessing he's not the goalie.
I would think it would be quite the task for a goalie to have 3 goals in the first.
Soccer star on my story here.
Well, that's what this texter is pointing out as well.
3 goals, 1 assist.
Calling him a Sounder superstar. I'm going to assume he's like center or forward or one of those
striker or whatever.
One of those positions where you're kind of in best position to put one past the opposing goalie. All right.
So this is the deal with him.
Okay.
Apparently,
you sure you got ready to go?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like
you had him as a goalie a second ago.
Right.
Well, I don't.
Scared now.
You know, I didn't know.
That's what you should say when people ask you.
I said I thought he was.
No, you said goalie, like he's the goalie.
All right, whatever. Go ahead.
You never make a mistake. I know that, Hotshot. You're a perfect person.
Oh, geez. Go ahead.
Anyway,
give us what you do know.
This is what I do
and
know.
If you're not sure, tell us you're not sure.
Well, no, I have it right here on my story from the Seattle Post-Intelligencer.
Well, that's not even
Well, I had to get
circulating paper anymore.
I know,
Oh,
but
you got it
here's
from
the
there.
thing: is
They're
that
more better than ever online. Yeah, go ahead.
the Times isn't reporting it, and so I had to go to the PI.
All right.
Anyway, you have the King County Sheriff's Office this week is alleging that Seattle Sounders soccer star has been stalking this woman, and
Gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah,
Oh.
they were called from this woman because she saw his car outside her home, so on and so forth.
Right.
Well, last month she accused him of sexually assaulting her.
Mm-hmm.
So in Bellevue. So now you've got 2 law enforcement agencies involved. You've got an investigation of not only the stalking, but also the sexual assault. Now, apparently he's not traveling with the team because of an illness, quote unquote.
You put your finger quotes up, Terry.
Illness.
That really doesn't work well for radio.
I know, but it
Unless
does for
they have
Terry
the-
Cam.
Unless they have the scratch and sniff radios in Fife.
Oh, yeah.
But it does for Terry
Then they
Cam.
can smell your quotes with your fingers.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. Careful with the QU words.
So,
Quotes.
Anyway.
Smell your quotes. Anyway.
I knew it.
The sexual assault happened back in March, on March 22nd.
Yeah, I hear some Bellevue girl accusing Freddie
Yes.
Montero of being some stalker/assaulter.
Yes, a 23-year-old woman.
Am I hearing this right? First he assaulted.
Sexually assaulted her, yes.
And now after he's fresh off potentially sexually assaulting this woman, he's going about the task of stalking her?
Yes.
Usually it would probably happen in the reverse order, I would think. You would stalk before you sexually assault. Once you sexually assault, you then you don't pick up from the assault and move on to stalking. Wouldn't it kind of go in? Well, you don't know if he's crazy, he's crazy. So
Right,
who knows?
I don't know.
If it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true.
Anyway, according to King County Sheriff's Office, she filed the report, and it stated that she feared for her safety because Montero allegedly had sexually assaulted her in Bellevue the week before on March 22nd. This was on March 31st that she called King County.
And now he's following her around, he's stalking, and she's fearing for her life.
Yes.
And the team, coincidentally, has put him on sick leave.
Yes, it is an open investigation, they're saying, but they're not commenting a lot, the police. They're just investigating the whole thing, both.
We got a big game this weekend in Portland, Terry.
I know. I know we.
Us Sounder fans.
Don't look at me.
And I'm hoping that some crackpot lady in Bellevue ain't making up some story to get us off the undefeated little streak we got going here. But, of course, if she's telling the truth, then this certainly has to be taken in the
of course.
most serious of fashions.
Hope it's not true.
But if she's lying, then, Terry, these crazed fans of the Sounders want to have a word with this Bellevue girl. But, of course, if she's telling the truth, then we want to tell her that we're all supportive and nothing takes precedence over her situation. But if she's lying, Terry...
See, this is why sexual assault victims have a hard
this is
time
the way
coming
it's gotta
forward
be.
because everybody assumes, especially when it comes to stars, athletic stars
And
like
I'm
this
sorry,
guy,
but the other
that
side
they're
of that,
lying.
the other side of that is that one crackpot woman's accusation could ruin not only a man's reputation, but a whole slew of fans' devotion to a team that's been doing so well. Now, I'm not trying to put on the scale the importance of winning games over this type of accusation. Of course, these accusations must be explored.
Absolutely, and they are being
But if she's lying,
See,
Terry,
don't put it out there that,
then we got a whole bunch of green scarves to
wave.
snap her ass with.
Someone needs to tell him that he can pull lots of chicks now, I think. Doesn't need to be stalking women.
But you know what?
Which might lend credence to the notion as to why he would have any motivation to be stalking some Bellevue girl.
But maybe he's always just been one of those guys, regardless. He's just one of those guys who has something a little wrong with him.
Mm-hmm. He's a little off.
He's a
and
little
even though
off.
he's starting to get some national notoriety, if you're a little off, you're going to be
You're a little off.
no
Doesn't
matter what
matter.
the circumstances are.
Right, absolutely.
So if he's a little off, then obviously he must be dealt with to the fullest extent. But if she's lying,
Oh, jeez.
and to hell with her and back. And I'm sure the truth can't possibly lie in the middle. One person's story has to... Is he clearly saying that she is without any kind of remote truth to her story whatsoever?
No comment has been made. He cannot be reached for comment.
Well, that's probably the advice of the team
Right.
and his attorneys.
Right.
If he has any, I don't know what the situation is, but we'll keep you posted. Right, Terry?
We will.
Can we feel confident you're going to keep us posted? Because I knew nothing about this until this very moment. I want to hear even more details in the next segment. There's got to be more to the story that is out there somewhere.
Well,
I'm getting interested in this.
I know.
Find more for me.
I will try and do that.
Read deeper into the story and find one other nugget that I don't know of yet.
Get your nugget deeper, Terry.
That's right. Reach deep for a nugget, and when we get back, you'll share it with us all. How's that for a tease?
Okay.
The 5 o'clock traffic jam. Y'all feel me, man?
T-Man stimulus package, man, worth $10,000.
Come on, that's right. Eric Powers, Dirty Harry.
Come on.
You want your shot at $100? Listen to our show today at 4:10.
I said $10,000.
That's right.
Right back up on top of things. Smoke some with your dog. No stress, no seeds, no stems, no sticks. Some of that real sticky, icky. Ooh, wee. Put it in the air. Boy, use a fool, DR.
You got my nugget?
I actually do.
Mm-hmm. Got my hot mustard?
Absolutely. Whatever.
Because I knew this thing was too good to be true. All this Sounders love, all this Sounders frenzy, all this Sounders crazed fan little hoop-de-doo that's been going on.
Okay.
Now, the game this weekend, their best player basically ain't going to be playing, and he probably will be playing for Spain this time next month, the way things are looking here.
Well,
this is a guy they just got in the offseason to make them a legit MLS team. He goes out. He puts 3 in the net in the first 2 games. He's the player of the month from what I hear in the MLS. Just named that a couple of days ago. And now he's going around stalking Bellevue girls.
Yeah, they're very stalkable.
Allegedly.
They always look like they want it.
Hey, I know a lot of Bellevue girls who look like they want it. I ain't about to start stalking them. All right? You got to keep yourself together if you're a player of the month.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
So what's your little nugget you got for me? Give me more details on this story.
Here's my little nugget.
Yes.
King 5 News has learned that Montero and the woman have had a relationship for some time.
How long could they have had a relationship? He just came to the team. I think they picked him up in January.
Right.
This is March. So how long a relationship?
April, yeah, but...
It's April. That's right.
But still, January. Couple months, sometime is what's 2 months.
Okay, so it's just not just not some random girl he hooked up with and then was stalking, and she's making accusations
of the sexual assault and the stalking. Yes.
So they had some kind of semblance of a relationship.
Correct.
They had sex. She wants nothing to do with him now, and he's stalking her. So goes her reports to the police, which apparently have been filed, which is enough of an allegation that has him not able to travel with the team this weekend to play against who? Who are they playing?
They're playing Portland this weekend.
I don't think Portland has a team yet.
It's their first road trip.
Yeah, they got a road trip.
Remember who it's
their first road game, but I don't think Portland gets a team till 2011. That would be quite the competition.
They're playing the Fife Fockers.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good.
Toronto.
They're playing Toronto this weekend?
Yes.
That's a little bit more of a traveling...
yeah, a little bit further than Portland.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Portland.
More of a journey than over to Portland. Yeah, you're really wired into the MLS situation.
I know he's a one-and-doneer, man. He's good. They said this is 1 year and done for him, so don't get too excited for him.
How about 1 week and done?
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't know if they put him back on the squad if these allegations have any legs to them. If they stick, if this...
Oh, nice sticky legs.
If they don't dismiss this situation quick and it becomes a cloud over his head, I don't know if they can just put him back on the field. I told you, it's still got to be true.
He's innocent until proven guilty, man.
Right, and like King 5 just found out.
Do you know about
investigate the relationship and things like that?
All the debates that start going on with all the activists in this area. Yeah, innocent till proven guilty, but that doesn't mean they have to play him. And it's just the kind of PR that a brand new, shove him into the national spotlight team like the Sounders don't need right now, with Drew Carey sitting all there, up there in the owner's box looking all cute and chubby and jolly.
He doesn't go, does he?
He's there and loving every second of it. Couldn't care any less.
Silent financial partner.
This is his favorite thing in the world. He loves doing the Price is Stupid, right?
Oh, he loves the yodeler.
He loves going to Sounder games. He thinks he's Paul Allen sitting up there.
Yeah, minus the $6 billion.
Minus
close, though.
the $16 billion.
Yeah.
He thinks he's Paul Allen for a day every time he sits up there. He owns the team. He feels like every fan loves him for making this thing possible. And he wants to make sure everything is neat and tidy and they don't need a scandal like this.
Remember when he raised the 12th man flag at the Seahawks game? What a joke. That was the worst one ever. Really got me going.
Well,
so that wasn't the worst. There was one worse than him.
I think there's probably one worse that I can't think of, but
I can think of it. I can't remember his name, but it was some guy actor.
It's hard to think that he can't at least be in a tie for the worst, but whatever.
Awful. No one clapped. Yeah, we love your old stupid show, Cleveland Rocks.
So let me see where we stand.
Okay.
Sounders 2-0.
All right.
The city going crazy over soccer of a major league variety.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't be off to a better start. Unscored upon. Fans going nuts in the stands.
Right,
Green scarves everywhere.
2-0.
Yes.
First real test on the road. And now the best player has to unpack his bags and stay behind because the scandal has hit full force that he may be a sexually assaulting, stalking bastard.
Yes.
That's where we stand right now.
Like you said.
To a girl that he, according to King 5, has had a relationship with in the past.
Right.
Which in some sense lessens the creepiness of all this. True or false?
No, I think that...
Come on, true or false? It lessens the creepiness of the potential just psycho that he potentially could be.
It kind of makes it worse because it's a guy who can't, even if they did have a relationship, it's kind of creepy that he can't let her go. And that's all dangerous.
All right, you're starting to speculate way too deep here.
No,
I'm just saying.
You're saying.
I'm saying that if they had a relationship in the past, that eliminates some potential creepiness of some guy just hooking on to some woman he barely knows and just starts following her around everywhere. That's scary and creepy.
Time out.
I'll give you a timeout. You want a 20-second? Go ahead. Put your hands on your shoulders. 20-second timeout.
Okay,
Go ahead.
because here's the thing. According to him, probably they had a relationship. I mean, we don't know where King 5 got the source. They're just saying they found out. So maybe
Are you questioning Gene Anderson now?
I'm just pointing out.
Nobody's stolen anything for 10 years.
Are you sure?
Nobody does that and lives.
That's because she automatically has a credit card.
You don't question Dennis Bounds and live through the day, Terry. I don't know where you think you're coming from right about now.
Greatest radio voice on TV.
Timeout.
You heard Dennis Bounds' voice in person? Oh, so jealous of it.
Nice to meet you, hotshot.
Yeah, that's right. And please, Steve Rabel, put the mustache back on.
All right.
I can't look at you without it.
Does anyone want to comment on this story of a local variety?
Finish.
Oh, I didn't let you finish? I thought you were finished.
He's very selfish in bed.
All right. While Terry's finishing, let's line up some calls. Any reaction, any thoughts you have on this story that I'm hearing about for the first time in my life right now as Terry's breaking the information to me, which she could have given me yesterday. She might have been able to give me the day before. You didn't have this story yesterday?
No.
Okay.
No.
Seattle Sounders superstar. Something Montero. Freddie Montero.
Yes.
Is potentially...
He's being investigated, yes.
He may have played his last game with the Sounders just when things were starting to get good. And what was your
my whole thing
statement that got stepped on and you weren't able to complete? Go ahead.
What King 5 found out, we don't know who was the source of this alleged, information, of this information that alleges that they were having a relationship for some time.
Okay,
maybe they finally got a hold of him, and he's the one who said, "Oh yeah, we've had a relationship for a while."
He's no oblating glass right now.
Whereas, if you got a hold of her because she's the one who's filing it, she says, "Oh, maybe we went out once or twice, but that wasn't a relationship."
All I'm hearing right now is blah blah blah.
So
all I hear is mindless blather.
He is still a little off, and then yet what does that tell you? If he can't have take no as no,
Oh, geez. Yes.
And he starts stalking her and, you know, forcing himself on her. That's scary.
You're putting the cart way before the horse here. You are giving me details that we certainly are not capable of speculating on now. All I was giving you was a broad brush. All I was giving you is a general blanket statement of any guy who's stalking a woman. The chances of him being seen as really creepy, scary, and psycho get diminished if he had a relationship with her before he starts. Let me finish. The chances of him being the really scary, you can't be sure where he's coming from, psycho, go way down if she... Prior to her being stalked by him, he was good enough to have a relationship with voluntarily, then some guy who just out of nowhere sees you in the supermarket, in the grocery store, and just follows you home, and that's scary. That's not what's happened here, obviously. So all I was saying is, because it's seeming to... We're getting information that they had a relationship before she's made these accusations. The chances of him being an outright psycho have been cleared off the table.
What do you think Tari's hearing in her head right now?
Mindless blather.
Okay.
I'm not giving you mindless blather. I'm giving you common sense. 206-421-9393. If you have a comment on Freddie Mercury, the outstanding...
Freddie Mercury, I wish. Then I'd go to a game.
Outstanding soccer player for the Seattle Sounders that is very much needed to be a part of this roster for them to be going anywhere this year. And now that's all in question because he's been stalking, according to the reports, some girl in Bellevue who claims that she's not only being followed, she has been sexually assaulted by a guy who could have been her boyfriend before this all went down. Shannon, you're on the air.
Boyfriend was never listed in the news story.
Shannon, they had a relationship, which would imply...
It does not imply. I have a relationship.
If they had a relationship, does that imply that he's a boyfriend? Yes or no? That he was a boyfriend?
It implies that they had a relationship. It could have been just a friendship, and he could have thought it was...
sexual relationship.
It doesn't even...
favorite kind.
Shannon, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Well, all I have to say is, how do we know that they, were dating and he suddenly has this fame, dumped her, and now she's pissed?
We don't know anything. We don't know if they were dating. We don't know that. We do know that King 5 is reporting they had a relationship, which I said alleviates, in a general sense, the overwhelming chance that he may just be some crackpot psycho. That's
true.
Now off the table. However, we don't know whether he's very much guilty of all these accusations by this woman who's making these claims, or if she's just being opportunistic, seeing that all of a sudden the guy that she kind of knows from a couple of parties maybe she went to is now the player of the month in the MLS, and she wants to get some attention for herself. We don't know anything from any type of extreme here. All we know is that he's already having to deal with the repercussions of this, fair or unfair, because he's not allowed to play with the team this weekend. And they're dressing it up as he's ill. My ass.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking for your take on this. Do you have any, Shannon, or not?
Well, my only take is before, sending this guy to
the gas chamber?
Yes,
or Toronto,
the gas
which
chamber.
one?
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to kind of look at both sides of it. I mean, she could, if they have dated, she could just be bitter now. Maybe he dumped her because he's becoming famous now, and now she wants to kind of get back at him.
A likely scenario as any right now.
That'd be really sad
from what we know.
That would be very sad. If that was
maybe she looked good to him last month, but now that he's player of the month, she ain't looking so good to him anymore, and she resents that and is making all kinds of claims. I'm not saying that's true by any stretch of the imagination, just as much as I'm not saying it ain't true that he's been stalking her, Terry. We don't know anything.
Right, because on the flip side of that is, so maybe she was like, I'm not into all the fame and all that, so...
Yeah,
I don't
she dumped him because she's not into the fame.
Or maybe...
When has that ever happened?
Are you going to let me?
I heard what you said.
No.
You're saying that she decided Now that you're becoming famous, I don't want you anymore?
No, I'm just saying,
Why has a woman ever said that?
Or maybe maybe he changed a little bit because of the fame, and she didn't like how he was changing, so they just split up, whatever the case may be, and he didn't want to let her go.
At least I'm being fair with my scenarios that I'm throwing out as possibilities. Yours are just ridiculous.
Believe it or not, some women may not want to deal with all the stuff going on with that.
I loved you yesterday, but now that you're becoming famous and are sitting on a multi-million-dollar contract, I don't want you anymore.
I don't know if he's sitting on a multi-million-dollar contract. He's making $60,000 like the rest of them.
He's doing better than $60,000, or he ain't traveling up to Seattle to become a member of the Sounders. Drew Carey is signing some big checks.
Right, I'm sure.
Cole, you're on the air.
He's giving him a showcase.
How's it going?
What's up?
We don't know if he's guilty or innocent, whatever. I just want to look past, and let's say he's innocent. He gets, all charges dropped, or it goes through whatever process and he's innocent. I believe that guys that go through this, especially, the famous ones, excuse me, and in the spotlight, they should be able to, because there's no way we're going to give them any of the, potential money they lost back with endorsement deals or contract deals. They should be able to get on a soapbox and throw the same mud at that girl that was thrown at them by the media and by the accusations.
Well, there is some precedence to that. There has been high-profile figures that have been accused of stuff that they've gone on to been able to prove was absolutely with no foundation, and they in turn were able to sue the accuser that was making up the bogus lies. So if it turns out that he has done nothing whatsoever to this woman and is already starting to reap the repercussions of it. Not that she has anything to sue for, but he could make some kind of case against her. Now, she is from Bellevue, so she must have something. Okay. So she better be sure that she knows what she's talking about, Terry.
And I think that, like you say, most of the time in these high-profile situations, the person that is the accuser has, nothing necessarily that the accused will get through, a lawsuit. So it should just be a one-time, no judgment. Get up there, call her the bitch, call her all these names, and just get it over.
All right, let's go on to look. The city has been starving for a little sports news. The city has been starving for something to cheer about.
When are we getting it?
The city finally got it out of nowhere. We kind of got surprised, or at least I did, by the frenzy that is the new Sounders in the Major League Soccer circuit. Okay? I turned on the TV. Maybe everyone else saw this coming a mile away. I did not. I see people going crazy with their green scarves, throwing them, waving them, cheering, drinking beer, singing, enjoying a game like I've never seen people in this area enjoy a game before.
I love 0-0 ties. So cool.
Now, I asked those people that may have been at Quest Field, jumping up and down, high-fiving, singing, cheering, laughing, loving every second of the Sounders game. If this just takes all the starch, or at least a lot of the starch, out of your spirit, hearing that your best player, a guy who is obviously needed and relied upon to make this season go, is being accused of sexual assault and or stalking, and can't play with the team this weekend, can you cheer for the team even? See, my point is, Terry.
Yes.
These kind of accusations don't go away, even if they have no foundation whatsoever. And this is a blow to all the fans. Now, if this guy has done these things, then unfortunately the fans, although they're not deserving, believe me, we deserve the best after all we've been through as local sports fans. Although they're not deserving of it, have to deal with it because this is just the way it's all shaken down. But if this turns out to be just some girl who decided to make some accusation, just another punch in the face to sports fans who have been through enough already. How do you cheer for the Sounders this weekend if you are one of those fans who are so on board with this? How do you get yourself all fired up for the game this weekend, whether this story turns out to be true or not? Can you sit there cheering like a madman in front of the TV watching the Sounders score a goal this weekend and feel like there's not some part inside you that's feeling there's something wrong about cheering for a team mired in controversy now?
Well, I think that true fans will hopefully put that to the side and still be cheering for
the fans
for
know
their
they're
team.
rooting on a bunch of non-rapists. Probably, I would assume. Everyone out there is a non-rapist. I mean, why couldn't you cheer on the rest of the team?
Yeah. I mean, you're there for the team, not just for that individual.
They fall down 1-0 late in the game.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Over
And
the
then they go-
weekend.
I'm gonna be
And you're
traffic.
thinking to yourself, okay, look what's happened now. Our team is falling apart. The team is going to turn out to be mediocre at best now. All my gusto for this team is draining from my system. And I don't know whether I want our best player to come back or not because he could be some potential rapist. And I don't know where to find my energy from now as it pertains to this team.
Right.
I don't know whether to be as excited as I was last week or I should feel guilty about getting excited or where I'm coming from now.
Yeah, but how'd you feel about Mike Tyson when he got out of prison? You still rooted for him, right? He was convicted of rape.
You kidding? There are tons of people that decided they were anti-Mike Tyson once the whole thing went down with Mike Tyson raping Desiree Washington. You think everyone across the board was as big a Mike Tyson fan? Of course not. He became a sideshow at that point. You want this team to become a sideshow? You want this team to become...
Already is.
Not true.
Do they serve Dippin' Dots or not? Do we figure that out?
They serve Dippin' Dots, which
that's
means
a
they're a
Safeco thing.
legitimate team.
That's a Safeco thing. That's not
Just
a Quest
that
thing.
Safeco?
Danny, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I'm just wondering, though, I mean, like, with all this, how easy is it for a woman just to say, hey, you know what? You know, after you have, like, a conversation, maybe I don't want to take you out to Red Lobster or whatever. Now you're mad at me, and now all of a sudden, you know, oh, this is rape, this is that, this is whatever. I mean, there's some conniving women out there. I mean, there's all in all. I know if it did happen, that is horrible.
And now all the write-ups are going to be, the T-Man presented a forum that allowed men to be so insensitive and cruel to a woman who's making accusations of stalking and sexual assault and rape and what have you.
Well,
hey, I'm just taking the calls as they come in. And I'll tell you this, to answer my last question. I guess there is precedent for that as well, because Laker fans didn't have any trouble cheering on the Lakers, rooting for the Lakers, or if you want to combine rooting and cheering for the Lakers when Kobe Bryant was going through his turmoil with some girl in Colorado who said in the hotel that she got her dress ripped in tatters by the beast that was Kobe Bryant, who sexually assaulted her.
Did his thing.
And he made...
Don't forget his thing.
He made it through just fine.
And weren't some of his best
he
games?
cockeyed in her face and all those accusations that she said he didn't really put the Laker fans in any slower gear than they were in. So I feel better about answering my own question since you guys couldn't answer it for me.
Well,
the Sounder fans should be fine.
Well,
that's
did
what I
say
said.
that.
It's a bunch of non-rapists out there playing soccer. Let's root for them.
I think they put that aside.
And maybe this Montero dude comes through this just as well as Kobe did. And everyone forgets all about it. Kobe went on to have a pretty good career post the accusations last I checked.
Not doing too bad.
And is as endorsable a sports figure as there is. Tony Montero should be so lucky.
He is Colombian, Freddie Montero.
He is.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to put on my green scarf.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to curl it all up like a little rat tail snake. Cheer on my team! I don't know any of the players' names. I don't really know much about the sport. But I am fully entrenched on the bandwagon.
You are.
But they better not lose without this guy on the team this weekend, Terry.
Well.
Lose to Toronto. I don't even know anything about Toronto and their soccer abilities, but they can't be very good when are they going to be on skates? Okay. But you'll keep us posted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe she will.
Maybe is probably the best
I found
we could
you a
ask
nugget,
for.
didn't I?
I thank you for the nugget, Terry. I'll take it and run with it until the weekend.
We are going to need to see a stimulus package pass.
Let the T-Man stimulate you with my package. Ow!
T-Man, it'd be great if you just read from the script.
Who wants to grab a hold of the T-Man stimulus package?
I should have figured this was going to happen.
$100 a day, $20 Seattle suntan gift cards, and a chance at $10,000.